Good afternoon everybody, welcome back. Hope you've had a great week so far. We're in the Synaptic A220 for the very first time live here on the channel, and it's Midsummer Madness, the 20th anniversary of Midsummer Madness with VATSIM UK here at Birmingham Airport for the day. And it's a two-day weekend ATC event for those of you not familiar with it, where they're all in one location, I think in Gloucester somewhere, in a big kind of like conference facility if you like, and providing full ATC services across the 2 days within the time windows. There are loads of prizes to give away throughout the event as well, like some PMDG aircraft, license codes, Navigraph Unlimited subscriptions and all that sort of stuff. But our focus today is participating in the event, flying 2 short-ish sectors from Birmingham to Jersey and back again. And we've got a whole load of Osprey pilots flying along as well, which is great to see. We're in the middle of boarding, and the GSX profile works really nicely with the Synaptic A220. I've got to say, it's an aircraft I've really been enjoying. And this is an early access preview, if you like, of our special Osprey Airways regional livery that's been painted by Zato, and it looks fantastic on the A220, it has to be said. Welcome MPS, good to see you mate. Banjo, welcome. David, Grant as well, good to see you. Justin and Ian, good evening to you guys in Australia. Other Ian, welcome. And Zato, welcome matey. Thank you for your efforts painting. As always, looks really good. 63 months as a silver frequent flyer, my goodness. Boarding is already done. I literally triggered that 2 minutes ago. Right, well that was damn quick. Just wait for the bags. Yeah, as I said, as a bit of a pre-note really for the stream, I've been very impressed with the A220 myself. It's a little bit, as I've said in the past on Discord and on some of the tutorial videos, a little bit heavier in performance than what you may have expected. Certainly when you compare that to say a PMDG 737 or 777, where the performance is consistently really smooth and really good, this is a little bit heavier. Think original Phoenix A320 when that launched, that sort of performance. But it's not something that I'm adversely impacted by, it has to be said. So I've been really enjoying it. This is my 5th flight in the aircraft, still learning as we go, getting my head around some bits. But looking forward to today with some short runway ops into Jersey and some crosswinds as well. We've got an 8-knot crosswind here at Birmingham, and then we've got a variable, fairly gusty, choppy crosswinds in Jersey as well. 9-knot crosswind into Jersey. So we've got our work cut out ahead of us, I think it's fair to say. It's going to be a good test of the jet. This is version 1.0.3, which is the update that's going to be releasing via the marketplace pretty soon, from what I understand. Whenever it is that the marketplace updates. That's the only problem with the MSFS marketplace. I'll say the only problem. It's the only problem if you're buying good stuff on the marketplace, because the marketplace is full of really crappy add-ons. I'm really not a fan of it, as you could probably tell. But currently this is only available on the marketplace, so when the updates come you have to wait for those. Join us in the live chat as we make our way to Jersey and back, and let us know how you're getting on with the aircraft if you've got it. Mr. Big welcome, says, gotta love this A220. Osprey livery looks awesome. It certainly does, doesn't it? So, I've already done a little bit of the pre-flight. We've dived in because the Loadmaster's been staring at us the entire time. It looks pretty... I think he's had enough of me today. So yeah, I've already done this. If you have got your hands on the jet and you're trying to learn it, and you're not sure where to start, or you're making a couple of mistakes here and there, easily done, because this isn't an Airbus pure, and it's certainly not a Boeing or Embraer pure or anything that you're probably used to. It's a blend of the Bombardier CRJ, because originally this was a C-Series Bombardier aircraft before Airbus bought it off them, and then it's got a little bit of Airbus brain. So it's a bit Boeing, a little bit Airbus, and it's a little bit Bombardier. So it's quirky. And that's where a lot of people are getting difficulties with the jet. So I've got 7 episodes so far on how to fly it and how to set some of the bits up, like the throttles if you've got the wind control Ursa throttles. And that's where you get all the depth in. But we'll go through a turnaround on this anyway. We'll see what that's like for the very first time. So I've loaded all that in, flight plan's already in, ground equipment we've got GPU installed at the moment and active, and then I've done the loading, so we've got 6,000 kilos of fuel, 104 passengers, nearly 3 tons of cargo. And that is all in here already. And again, as a reminder, I've covered this in the tutorials, to uplink your flight plan from SimBrief, go into the secondary flight plan page and load it in from there. Load as much as you can in, and then click activate secondary once you've finished, and it will snap into this active box where it activates your flight plan. But I've got the departures and arrivals already done, average winds, ISA, as you can see, runway 33 ADMEX 1 Mike, and then into Jersey, the Lulna 1 Juliet arrival, Jersey 1 transition for the ILS 26. We'll chat about that and the charts along the way. Night Shadow, good morning to you over the pond. Welcome, hope you've had a good week. I haven't done that yet, the performance, or have I? I'll have a little look. But the first thing to do... Oh, Danik. Hello, that's interesting. If you could figure it out, do let me know, because I'd be keen to know. I don't want to get tripped up with that, that's a new one on me. Transition, right, what have we got? 80 Info Golf. Should probably get my pen out. What stand are we at? 14. And we got ATIS Golf UNH 1020. Yep.
1357 gate, actually ramp at 24, Airbus A320, requesting IFR through to Jersey, please, with information Golf.
Winds are 240 degrees, variable 340, but mean winds 2808.
Hello.
Crazy. Yeah, the thing is, I didn't realise, but apparently there's been a whole lot of heat with Synaptic, where people are kicking off the fact that some streamers have got version 1.0.3. I kind of get it, but I've been a bit disappointed with kind of like the behaviour of quite a lot of people in their Discord server, to be totally honest. And I don't know what's going on, but there's like an element of simming that's becoming insanely toxic. But the thing is, what they failed to realise, as a more general point that's worth mentioning, is we don't have, I don't have this aircraft installed via the marketplace, because we wouldn't have been able to preview it otherwise, in order to show you guys what it's like to work out whether or not you spend your money on it or not. So we've got it via a different method, and that way the updates actually come a little bit quicker for us, because we're not waiting for the marketplace update process. So that's not really a fault of Synaptic, that's the marketplace being really bloody slow at rolling out the updates. So people need to stop having a go at them. 5-4, that's all good. So we've calculated all that. I'll just hit send to FMS. And then what have we got? No flex. Takeoff profile 2. Outside air temperature 20. Yeah, I get that's the frustration, Chris. I do. The thing is, when they upload it as an update to their little system, the server, we're getting that update. Marketplace are grabbing it, and it's going off to Marketplace, but the Microsoft Marketplace team are taking far too long to get it sorted. But yeah, we're getting it off the inibuilds servers effectively. I didn't even know it was an update until there was a whole load of heat. Apparently, somebody mentioned the other day, with this morning actually. I logged in and it's updated. I had no idea of it being not having an update available. But yeah, it's a shame. People like to pick for nothing. APR. Thrust takeoff profile 2, climb thrust. Got to climb 2. Smooth it out. DP 2.
Just a call sign only.
So we'll go for a little noise abatement procedure. I'm getting sidetracked, aren't I? I need to get our clearance. It's Golf 121930. Let's do that first, because otherwise we're going to be stuck on stand forever. Correct, Zato. And that's the thing, if people... Imagine if we hadn't been able to preview it. I said this to someone else earlier. If we weren't able to preview it, and then it got launched, and people couldn't understand the ILS because, for example, we weren't able to launch some preview tutorials, or we couldn't talk about the performance being a little bit heavier, akin to what the Phoenix A320 was like when that first launched. People then buy it, download it, and then they kick off going, oh, the performance is rubbish. No one told me. So they can't win. They can't win. But yeah, that's the thing, like, they're rolling out this update. Yes, it might be that it just happens that streamers have got access to it, but their beta testers do as well. But this is almost like a public live test of what they've updated. So then they can see and tweak and do other bits to it if they need to.
Birmingham delivery, Skyway 260 Mike. I did not catch that. I had a frequency intersection.
Skyway 260 Mike, yes, no problem. Cleared on an ungap 1 Mike departure. Initial climb 6,000 feet, squawk 1076.
Expecting runway C3 with the uncapped 1 Mike departure.
Cruise altitude 250, sorry. And then on the way back to Birmingham would be flight level 240.
Skyway 260 Mike, feedback correct.
Birmingham delivery, good afternoon. Osprey 165, an Airbus A220 on stand 14 with information Golf QNH 1020. Request clearance to Jersey, please.
Osprey 165, Birmingham delivery, hello. We've cleared Jersey, Admex 1 Mike departure. Initial climb 6,000 feet, squawk 0737.
Cleared to Jersey, Admex 1 Mike departure 33, initial climb 6,000 and squawk 0737, Osprey 165.
Osprey 165, feedback correct.
So we'll quickly change. 07.
November 62, Juliet, okay, thank you. You contact Birmingham Tower, please.
37.
118.3005.
Lovely jubbly. Let's see. In fact, let's do that in. Yeah.
Fully ready for push and start.
Osprey 3 Yankee Oscar, thank you. When tug attached, contact the ground on 121.805. Bye bye.
Bosh.
When fully ready, contact ground 121.
We'll leave that on auto for now.
805, Osprey 3 Yankee Oscar. Good afternoon.
So there's our routing. Let's go onto the chart so you can see what we're doing today. So after departure 33, initial climb up to 6,000 feet, we're going to be turning up around 101 degrees to Birmingham East 21, and then we'll be routing down through Birmingham East 20, max 250 knots, this little waypoint there, and then heading up towards Admex, passing over the city of Coventry onto the Y321 airway, which is going to take us all the way down to the island of Jersey, routing up effectively past the Compton BOR near to London Heathrow, Slough, Bracknell, Reading, sort of part of the UK, down over Southampton, and a little bit of the Isle of Wight before we dip down over the English Channel, rushing over the edge of French mainland France, the airspace, past Alderney, and then into Jersey, where we're expecting that runway 26 approach with a 9-knot crosswind. Weather over there is a little bit variable. Mean winds are 340 at 9, but variable between 290 and 030, so a very, very variable approach conditions with a very short runway. It's only like 1,400 meters or something long. Yeah, there we go. 26, 1556 meters. It's going to be good. When we get there, we'll do a little turnaround and fly back. We actually might use flap 5 for this approach. Discontinuity though here. So we're going to have a little look. M Cook, I'm just going to click that there. And I'm going to click it in the box there to neaten that up. Compton 250. And then Lelna. We're going to have a million discontinuities.
Birmingham delivery, good afternoon, Kennex 1353.
Lelna, Angler, Jersey.
Text 1333. When to the touched, contact the ground on 121.805.
Many discontinuities there, so I'm just going to have a little look on the map and plan. So you can actually drag this thing out. I'm just going to change the range ring. We'll spin on down. Just have a little look to see what it is whining about. We'll leave that as it is because I suspect that's going to draw a little loop for us. One of those things where if you start to fiddle a little bit too much, you can break the entire thing. So 1227, 1227, 1228. We'll have a look at that nearer time. I don't think I'm going to touch it. I'll execute the change we've made first.
Delivery, good afternoon. Lufthansa Cargo 738.
Let's see what happens. If I pop that.
Information Golf report. We are fully ready for push and start.
Lufthansa Cargo 378. Birmingham delivery. Hello.
Oh.
When took attached,
That'll do.
contact the ground on 121.805.
It doesn't seem to be able to kind of have split constraints, so I'd have noticed that. So I tend to pick the lower one, so it's a little bit safer for us. Otherwise you're going to end up being a bit too high, and it will mess up the second one, but we'll probably go into like a vertical speed mode and I'll set 3000 nearer the time. That'll work for now, I'm happy with that, that'll do. We are ready to go. So, APU, start. James, welcome.
We're clear, please follow via the SMX 1 Mike departure, initial climb 6000, squawking 3376, easy 99 Bravo.
Easy 99 Bravo, we back correct.
And while that's doing that, let's get the tug attached.
Birmingham delivery, Chanix 1357, requesting sequence for push and start, please.
Chanix 1357, roger. When to the attached, contact the ground on 121.805.
Wind tug attached over to 118.305 for Chanix 1357, thanks for the ATC,
Birmingham ground, Osprey 165, stand 14's fully ready.
Osprey 165, thank you. When to the attached, contact the ground on 121.805. Bye-bye.
Wilco, when tug attached 121.805. Thanks ATC, enjoy the event, Osprey 165.
Delivery, hello, Ryanair 9 Max Papa stand 21 with aircraft type 737 Max. Request airflown to Dublin, information calls.
Ryanair 9 Mike Papa Birmingham.
Change him. And then we've got 118.305. This is the first time using the aircraft in anger, so to speak, on VATSIM fully with so much ATC, traffic, possibly delayed vectors. We're not sure what we're going to get today, but that's part of the test, right? We're going to put it through its paces. Ooh, Ian, what's happened? You can't see your event panel. APU's on. Let's hide that for now, so we can go ground equipment, remove GPU. Danix here, no worries, matey. Sid, Admex 1 mic, just load in some Charteroonies. Just that for us there, nice. We find sometimes the FMS seems to switch back, and I don't really know why, but it always goes back to the database page. It confuses me.
Osprey 598, taxi on point 1 runway 33 via Yankee Echo Sierra.
Osprey 598 is a bit fast for me. Can you repeat, please?
Osprey 598, taxi on Sierra 1, runway 33 via Yankee Echo Sierra.
I have clicked auto.
Taxi runway 33 via Yankee.
There we go.
Echo
Okay.
Sierra. Osprey
598, confirm it's the holding point.
We've already done this. Let's just clear through this. Overhead checked, glare shield displays, ICAS information, altimeters set, cross check center pan and pedestal, and side sticks all checked, ready to go. 4 start checks. Departure briefing complete. APUs as required.
Shonix 1357, yeah, on lead, are you able to push back to sort of Delta 7? I can get you out in sequence if that helps.
Yeah, can do. Channel 1367, no problem.
Okay, Channel 15257, in that case, after the Osprey 738 is passing left right, you just beat me now. Push start approved and towards Delta 7, so make sure your nose wheel is level with a holding point.
Yeah, look, I'll keep my fingers crossed with GSX, but appreciate it, mate. Channel 1367.
No problem at all.
Birmingham ground. Good afternoon, Osprey 165, A220 on stand 14. Fully ready, request push start and turn.
Osprey 165, Birmingham ground, hello, push and start approved. Tug forward to holding point whiskey.
Push start approved, and we'll try tug forward to hold point whiskey, Osprey 165.
In ground, Osprey 50 X-ray.
Beacon.
0 requesting the sequence for push and start.
Guys, about to. If you're not experienced the sound on this thing yet, you guys are about to experience some mega sounds.
I'm just going to see what your company can do behind, and I'll get you moving.
That's all good. That's all set. That's all set. That's all good.
Channel 1333 will be ready to taxi here behind the Osprey on Yankee.
Ignition starts auto.
Channel 1333, that's noted, thank you.
Engine 2.
Birmingham ground,
Start.
Lufthansa cargo 3878, heavy ready for taxi. Lufthansa cargo 378, taxi, holding point Echo 5 via Tango, Uniform and Echo, so taxi shortly.
Birmingham ground, Osprey 3 Yankee Oscar is ready to taxi when available.
First round back from German cargo 378, Tango, Uniform, Echo, Echo 5.
It's gonna. Oh yes, it's pulling me.
Woohoo!
Love a custom GSX profile.
Tango, Uniform, Echo, Echo 5. Tango, Uniform, Echo, Echo 5.
This has a notoriously long startup sequence. Now it's throwing the fuel in.
Birmingham ground, very good. After an easy flight, good whiskey stand, push and start.
E48 Judo Whiskey.
Jay, welcome.
Are you able to push towards holding point down to 5?
Stand by, if you like.
Right, let's just check in with the alert on it. Break, Shunning 157, how's the push going?
The sounds of this were made by Echo 19.
Not on the Delta, unfortunately.
Yeah, they're very good, so the ready for taxi level 3.
Yeah, just picking up a couple of things, and we will let you know in 2 minutes when we're exactly checking
No problem, thank you.
Ground 31.
Engine 1 start.
Ready for
Easy 31 from control, push and start through on the Delta Beijing.
push start approved on the Delta, taking 31 from Delta.
Dusty, welcome, mate. Jason, welcome.
Osprey 2472, moving around below, pushing trying to bring face north, leave access open to Tango.
Facing north and leave access to Tango, Osprey 2472.
And I'm going around easy 40 whiskey and push up regular options, standard push facing north, south and delta.
Easy 40 whiskey, roger, in that case, number 1 in sequence, I'll get back to you shortly. Roger, thank you.
How's the wind at Jersey, Dusty? I saw you flying in earlier.
Caution 30 for Osprey 2203.
That stuttering there is my frame generation.
Channel 1357 ready for taxi.
Channel 1357, taxi Sierra 1 by Yankee Echo Sierra.
Taxi by Yankee Echo Sierra for runway 33, Channel 1357.
Osprey 3 Yankee Oscar, follow the jet to B20, holding with Sierra 1 by Yankee Echo Sierra.
Sounds good. Big old crosswind.
So,
speed mode's FMS, runway heading. Just going to make sure we've set that correctly. It's 325 degrees.
German cargo 378, hold Echo 3.
In fact, that reminds me. Night Shadow was asking earlier what hardware we're using today. I've got the wind control PAP3, which is the autopilot panel for the 737. That's fully compatible with this. I've got the wind control Ursa Minor joystick, I've got the wind control tiller, and I've also got the wind control AGP, which is the gear lever, bits, throttle and pack with the flaps, notch and all that sort of stuff. So park brakes all good. Right, nose wheel steering back online. We're going to go flaps set to 2, they're travelling, and order brake set to RTO. FMS performance departure config issue. We'll wait till that goes flaps 2 and green and it should clear. That's going to stay on automatic brakes, that's all set, that's all good.
No problem, sorry, I was just trying to keep you moving, but unfortunately hold position for now.
Roger, no worries.
We'll just give this a little recycle. So it might be because we've got it's a bit setting. You know what I did forget in this? VNAV.
Hold Sierra 1 and over to tower on 118.
Oh, now VNAV.
For Channel 1357. Thanks to the ATC, mate. Cheers.
Cheers, good mate.
Toga mode active. We'll clear that off in a second, hopefully. So APU can come off, anti-ice will be auto on, flaps 2 set, flight controls.
The 3 aircraft ahead of you, follow the last one to hire Sierra 1. Follow the last plane.
So that's stab trims in green, nose wheel is set on. APU off. Yeah, that little bit of extra power there, where you were turning it all off. A bit of change of lead and things. FMS set, trims are set, flaps are set, anti-ice set, auto brake is RTO, ICAS information set, thrust checked, runway confirmed, cabin will be secure. Clear that off.
Cold Chair 1, contact tower, course and only 18305, goodbye.
Hold on, only down 18305.
Okay, we're ready. Osprey 165, request taxi.
Osprey 165, taxi Old Chair 1, runway 33 via Echo, so second left Echo, Sierra 1.
Taxi, hold point 0133 via second left Echo and Sierra Osprey 165. Dab the old brakes.
Osprey 220 X-ray, you also ready for taxi?
Wow, zoomed in way too fast there. I mean, look how great that looks.
Thank you very much. Follow the company A220-300 by Echo, Sierra 1.
Is that the sound? How good is that? Such a notorious sound from the A220 engines.
Behind your whiskey, there's two
Right, clear, left, clear. We haven't got Dave with us today. I don't know who this guy is. Last minute scheduling. I think Dave went sick. He heard it was busy at Birmingham.
What's that for easy? Too much, Charlie?
That's for easy.
18305's tower pre-tuned.
480 to whiskey.
Hello, two aircraft behind you. One is a beam you now. Next one is this 80.
Go back to map mode.
One is fast push inside approved, face east.
Got the little radar thing on today. To be fair, we don't really need it. I'm going to put traffic mode on though. TCAS can stay off for now. And the wind control tiller, without fiddling with any of the kind of spring tension settings, is so good for tiller control. You could be like mega precise with it.
And ground ET, yeah, we are also ready to taxi. If we can go behind these two A220s, then the other EGJJ is struggling to push. Stand 13, push approved, easy, too much up.
Okay. Just gonna go into CNS. Transponder TCAS, so I'm gonna whack it on TARA now. Norm. Let's reset me heading there. What do we want? 335.
Hold Tango 5.
Tango 435, Tango 5 for you, 38 Foxtrot.
Now this aircraft has got a bit of a weird thing.
Contact tower course on only 118.305, goodbye. Tower 118.305, German cargo 378 heavy.
Where the flaps permanently read out of the sim as an output as 0.4, not the actual setting.
165, contact tower course on only 118.305, goodbye.
Tower course on only 118.305. Thanks ATC and enjoy the event. Have a great weekend. Osprey 165, see ya.
You too, thanks for flying.
Cheers, mate.
Osprey 220 X-ray, contact the tower course on only 118. 27 Tango.
Big old MD. Love the TFDI design. MD-11 is so good. Such a formidable jet.
Good afternoon, Lufthansa cargo 378 heavy on.
Actually, this is a worth a check. Can you hear ATC today, team? Hopefully you can. And I don't find out in 2 hours that you can't. Do give me a little thumbs up, make sure we can hear the ATC.
Shamrock 27, Tango, clear land 33, 1240 degrees, 8 knots.
33, clear land, Shamrock 27, Tango.
Osprey 20X, Birmingham Tower, good afternoon.
Birmingham Tower, good afternoon. Osprey 165.
Osprey 165, Birmingham Tower, good afternoon.
I'll turn it up for you. As hopefully this volume change there will be good. I'll just turn it up a teeny bit. Canadian Flight to me, yes I am. Yeah, I had actually no idea that there was an update for us, but it was sat in my inibuilds account.
London 121030, London 121.
But I understand there has been some controversy around it, unfortunately. So.
10x 1333, line from weight, runway 33.
Runway 33, 10x 1333.
Whoa, that's a big one. Ooh. That looked really smooth until it wasn't. Yeah, some people have kicked off that because we don't have the A220 on the marketplace, we have it via our inibuilds account, because that's the only way to put the updates through to us for the preview version. But yeah, once it's locked there, that's it. So when they update the package, that updates on the inibuilds server naturally, but then we get the update. Some people are kicking off about that. But yeah, it's not intentional by Synaptic by any measure. And it's not their attempt to treat anyone differently either. It's just the marketplace with it being slow to push updates through, unfortunately. But like we said earlier, it's a great way to live test and see what is coming up in the next few days with the latest update.
Next 1333, clear takeoff from runway 33, wind 300 degrees.
That's a lot of threes.
Take off from runway 33, next 1333. Shamrock 27 Tango, contact ground 121.805, bye-bye.
11805, Shamrock 27 Tango, bye-bye.
Yeah, and don't forget, when it's no longer exclusive to the marketplace, you'll be able to transfer all of it to the inibuilds accounts that you might have. And that's a winner. Right, let's get auto thrust armed. So what have we got now, modes wise? We've pressed toga already, so we've got the takeoff modes, look, takeoff and the V takeoff, the VNAV takeoff. Thrust, heading, auto thrust, V outs and V flight level change are armed. Yeah, it's a very casual day today, isn't it? Like mufti day. And he's got ruddy David thingy headset on. No real pilot wears that outside of GA. Everyone wears a Bose headset nowadays.
Kilo runway 33, pitch lands, wind 300 degrees, 8 knots.
Clear to land, exit 35 kilo.
There's our little TCAS, look, picking up the aircraft up ahead of us on final. He's there.
Contact London 121.030, bye-bye. London 121.030,
Yeah, he flies for Wizz Air, Darcy too. Seems they pay their first officers like £25,000 a year for new second officers. It's great, isn't it? Go work for Tesco for more. Stack supermarket shelves. Got to say as well, actually, the cabin in here is really nice, and I'd never noticed until recently, but they've actually animated the overhead bins. I didn't realise in the other versions because I don't really fiddle around too much. Gregor, so basically when it releases via the marketplace, you'll be able to get your hands on the transferring of it.
Lufthansa cargo 378, waiting from weight runway 33.
Is he going to flare? Oh, look at that.
Hello.
Oh, that's a good one.
Birmingham Tower, hello.
Great touchdown. Noise.
Birmingham Tower, Osprey 272, g'day.
I don't know what the next frequency is. 123.980, I think.
Station Birmingham Tower, taking your call sign, please.
Osprey 2472.
Osprey 2472, Birmingham Tower, good afternoon. Easy 35 kilo, taxi straight ahead, Tango 2.
The little oleal compressing there, look. Oh, I did see that.
Easy 35 kilo, taxi straight ahead on Tango, hold Tango 2.
There you go. How cool does that look?
Easy 35 kilo, Birmingham Tower.
That's got to be the snazziest looking Osprey livery going. The regional fleet. You put straight onto London 121.030. Oh.
Easy 35 kilo, Birmingham Tower.
We can change it pretty quick if that's the case.
Lufthansa cargo 378 to take off 33, wind 300 degrees, 8 knots.
So, heading mode nav.
Separate takeoff runway 33, Lufthansa cargo 378 heavy.
FMS mode purple. Auto thrust nav VNAV 6000 FMS speed. Beautiful. Just, I know, it's great, isn't it?
Lufthansa 4 Kilo, Birmingham Tower, hello.
There's a Lufthansa coming in.
Hello, 85 Zulu Whiskey.
Let's put makeup on.
EG4 Zulu Whiskey, Birmingham Tower, good afternoon.
Oh, she's a lot of that runway. That was like a panic rotation, I think. Crikey. Busy. That's Zato in the one of these bad boys, the A220s.
Lufthansa Cargo 378, airborne testing was budget 700.
Lufthansa Cargo 378, thanks, contact London Control, frequency 121.030, bye-bye.
121.030, thank you, Lufthansa Cargo 378
We'll go with that.
Heavy.
You're right, Dust 2. One on final, there he is. Coming in over the A46, I think it is, or A45.
Just for all you guys sat on Sierra, after this arrival I've got a big gap between the next arrivals, so I should be able to get most of you, if not all of you, gone fairly quickly. Thanks for your patience.
No worries.
No worries, mate, doing a great job. Osprey 165, line up and wait on me 33.
Line up away 33, Osprey 165. Love that noise. Keep forgetting I've got a tiller now. I'm going to put these on because I always forget them. I'll leave the taxi light off as well. How many Discord servers are you in, Ian?
EasyJet 11 Papa Golf calls in at Seattle, runway 33.
Papa Golf, Birmingham, Roger. Lufthansa 4 Kilo, Bill's coming in, Birmingham, taxi stand,
Let's make sure I've got
hold Alpha 6.
autopilot mode set. Oh, so go to the link
Lufthansa 4 Kilo,
that I put in Discord, Ian. Goes to the VATSIM community Discord page. And there's a whole list of everything. Then click VATSIM UK Discord from there. Oh, that EasyJet was about to rear end the other one. VATSIM's carnage.
Osprey 165, clear takeoff 33, wind 300 degrees, 8 knots.
33, clear takeoff, Osprey 165. Okay, auto thrust screen.
Osprey 220, X-ray link away.
Power set. Speed's well alive. 80 knots. Here we go. V1 rotates. V2. Little bit of crosswind. To the flight director.
805, just
What's the rate gear up? Look at that! Okay, we've got FMS mode, auto thrust VTO. Auto brakes off. And now we're in VNAV flight level change. Autopilot 1 engaged.
Charlie Juliet, good morning, with you.
47 Charlie Juliet, Birmingham Tower, Roger. Break loss 3165, contact London Control, frequency 121.030.
Over to London 121030. Thanks to ATC, enjoy the event and speak soon. Osprey 165, bye.
Cheers, thank you.
Done. Lap 1. Got to kind of leave it halfway between 0 and 1 on my wind control hardware. Just got to get it right. Okay, let's monitor the turn. Ladder control good, afternoon. Osprey 165 through 3000 ADMEX 1 mic. 180, speed flap 0.
Good afternoon to you, climb now, flight level 190.
Good afternoon, climb now, flight level 190, Osprey 165.
Get a -7 holding Alpha 1.
KLM 947, runway 27, wind 270 degrees.
So, flight level change now for the active mode. We'll let it complete its turn and just bring that range ring out a little bit as well. We leave it in VNAV, it's going to basically just effectively level off at the constraints, so in this case 6,000 feet. We'll go through standard pressure. That's on standard as well. Into the cloud. Yeah, it's a little bit E-Jet, and it's a little bit A320, and it's a little bit Boeing 737, and it's a little bit Bombardier CRJ, which doesn't help trying to explain what it's like, but I love it. I think it's absolutely brilliant.
Osprey 165, route direct Compton.
Direct Compton, Osprey 165. See, we're pushing it already. Direct Compton. Executes. Take me there. We're going to go through 7. Let's just get the seatbelt signs off. Let's whack the terrain map on as well. Why not on the overlay? We're going to have missed approach ticked. EDA speed heading. Controlled airspace. Let's whack all that on.
Airborne 3,400 for Heathrow.
Seatbelt signs automatic. Well, I don't know what issues people are having. A lot of the issues people are having, and Tolatech, have been primarily user error. There's Birmingham.
KLM 947, report your passing altitude.
I think it also depends on what system spec you might have as well.
KLM 947, thank you.
Hey Justin, nice one mate. Donated a channel membership for a month, and it's gone to Tolatech. Welcome. There you go, for the next month mate, you've got a channel membership courtesy of Justin. Very generous of you mate, thank you. Make sure you link your Discord with your YouTube account. So go into your Discord user settings, connections, and then link your YouTube account to it, and you'll get access to our dedicated members club lounge area mate. You'll be able to join the poshos in the chat for, for a bit. Guy James, what's Midsummer Madness? Good question. Once a year, VATSIM UK, a load of controllers will go to a massive kind of conference centre. They're all in a room, and they control for 2 days straight. Providing full ATC at Birmingham Airport for 2 days. So that's what this is. There's loads of giveaways and prizes. So PMDG are sponsoring it. There's Coventry, where I first learned how to fly. Down there.
190 Osprey 272.
Yeah, there's
Osprey 220 X-ray redirect.
channel merchandise up for grabs. We're sponsoring that event, and there's also a load of PMDG products to be won, a Navigraph Unlimited subscription, Contrail gift vouchers. There's a lot of prizes by flying in and out. So you can see here on the overlay, look, this is the controlled airspace overlay, look, the blue lines, really cool. And then we need to sync our heading bug, so I'm just going to go and push that, a little bit like the CRJ.
Osprey 165, shortly leave my airspace, frequency change approved. Good day.
I'll go over to advisory 1228, Osprey 165, yeah. So we'll keep going to 25. We'll pre-tune 1228.
2472, route direct to Compton, Charlie 5 seconds. Direct Compton, Osprey 2472.
A little bit of traffic around us there, look. A little bit behind and ahead. One's 40 miles ahead, one's about 23 miles behind. Right, after takeoff checks, that's all good. You've got to be careful because this auto thrust disconnect click spot, so I would always recommend coming over here to do some of these. Now we're not doing high altitude climb checks, look, we're not going above 350. So we can just ignore that. And then we've got the descent and approach checks a little bit later on to do. Performance, so I've loaded in with this aircraft at Birmingham. There's been loads of ATC traffic around, and I've got the map overlay on, streaming. I've got Windows Media Player in the background, Elevatex in the background, Navigraph charts in the background, all this sort of stuff. Mikhail, no worries, buddy, have a good one. And I am holding 51 average frames of 51 frames per second. By the looks of it. But I have, like I said previously, it is a little bit heavier than you might expect. So if you remember what the Phoenix A320 was like when it first launched, that was probably one of the heavier aircraft on performance for the options of high fidelity add-ons in the sim. It's effectively a little bit like what that was like when it first launched. Absolutely usable, by all means. If you have got problems with performance with it, just turn your settings down a little bit. It doesn't matter if you have to drop trees from ultra to medium, or object level of detail from 200 to 150, for example. Just drop your settings a little bit and give yourself a bit more of a bump on performance more widely in the sim anyway. I mean, I've got my sim capped at 55 frames per second. But it's basically averaged at 51 the entire time since I've been in the sim so far. Ollie says version 1.0.3 is landing on Tuesday. They'll refine it, I'm sure. Yeah, well, this is 1.0.3, so the performance is consistent. I don't notice much of a difference from the previous version to this one, if I'm honest, because it's pretty much the same from what I can tell. My VRAM is at 16 gigabytes out of my 24 gigabytes of VRAM available in my RTX 4090. But that's a bit of a key as well. So what a lot of people aren't realizing when they're buying graphics cards and I've spoken about this a few times in the past, there's 1,000 to go, is the fact that people might see an RTX 4070, for example, or an RTX 5070 and go, whoa, it's a 5070 and it's on a discount, I'm buying it. And they'll go ahead and buy it without realising that it's got, for example, 12 gigabytes of VRAM. And that is not enough. Not when you've got a beast of a graphics card and you're going to then, you know, understandably whack it into your computer, boot the sim up and turn the settings on ultra, and then you're going to get like 20 frames per second. But it's because you're going to gobble up VRAM so fast. 16 gigabytes is pretty much consistent with every add-on that I have in the sim. It always seems to run at about 16 gigabytes. So that gives you an idea of how much headroom you need. If you can get a graphics card with 24 gigabytes of VRAM and then really good DDR5 RAM itself, you'll be in for a bit of a treat. But I mean that's my very basic understanding of performance, because I'm not particularly techie. Other people will be able to explain it a lot better than I can. I mean, I need to optimize my settings that little bit more, if I'm really honest, just to get a bit more performance out of the sim, because I always have it just on the kind of bottom end of acceptable. I'll go to the Jersey one, so the Lelna. Let's get it up on the charts, Ian. Lelna 1 Juliet. And then from Jersey there, we're going to be doing the Jersey 1 arrival, which is like the wider one that comes out and around, little teardrop. And we could do vectors to final, but I kind of want to see the aeroplane. I want to test the aircraft doing this to see what it does. I've never tried Auto FPS Canadian Flight Simo, to be fair. I've never tried it. I keep getting tempted to, and then stuff happens, and I lose track of it, and I totally forget about it. Yeah, Ollie, that's a good point as well. So, in the new versions of the Synaptic A220, you've got two different map server options. You can either get their 400 or the 1200 map settings, the resolution of the maps. They say themselves that the resolution won't really show much difference whatsoever until you're reducing the range ring to below 5. That's all. So my recommendation would be try 400 first for a map server, and if you're good with performance, try 12. You obviously won't be able to run both at the same time, it's worth pointing out. Look at that. That's TriSims GFX, these contrails. They stretch for miles, they're brilliant. Ah, Zato, yeah, no worries, Batey. It's a bit of a bad one, that. Pretty sure internet's a bit better today, though. Great effort on the paint scheme. Did you put anything into the Say Intentions Optimizer with the other bit where you type in some extra bits, Canadian Flight Sim? Because I put stuff into that and it seems to really focus on that more than anything else. And I'm wondering if I should have maybe left it more generic to get a different performance objective out of it. I don't know. $80 miles to top of descent, or just less than. We'll have a quick look at this. EGJJ. That's our approach. Just going to pop that on. Right, what the minimum's? 472. Let's put this in the box. You'll notice I'm leaving nav 1 on auto here. Tune menu, PFD nav. Hey, Aidan, welcome, mate. And then decision altitude 472. So we'll go for 480 because we shouldn't ever round down to a lower number than below the minimums. So we'll pick 480. Landing elevation of 277. That is correct as per the charts for Jersey, so I'll leave that as it is. And then course, really important. It's not going to preset that just yet, but I'm going to go ahead and just do it. 262. Done and welcome. Set. And we are going to want to make sure that the aircraft pre-tunes 1103 as we get a little bit closer. We've got to push to sync the heading bug again just to keep it in line with our direction of travel. You see the English Channel up ahead. And does anyone know on the changelog for 1.0.3 if they've fixed the auto brake firm landing logic? I suppose we could always set it and find out. Yeah, genuinely, it's a bit, as I said earlier, it's a little bit like the Phoenix A320 when that first launched. Portsmouth and Southampton down below. Is the Isle of Wight as well. Good, right, let's try that then. We'll test it, Chris Packett. I'll set auto brake max. Or auto brake medium followed by manual braking actually. That'll do. Cool, we shall test it then. Yeah, I am genuinely really enjoying the A220. I think it's really nice. Little quirks to get your head around, all that sort of stuff. My biggest frustration is the flap reading. It permanently outputs 0.4, which means that most virtual airline platforms that monitor the aircraft's settings, like flaps and things, anything that requires that for like landing analysis, it can't read because it's permanently set to 0.4. No matter what flap setting you choose, which is a real shame. I have fed it back to Synaptic Simulations. They've noted it from what I can tell, but I'm hoping they fix it sooner rather than later, because it's affecting a lot of us. So let's go here. Landing performance, so that's what I've put in the box so far. We just refresh the winds, look. One heck of a crosswind. And we'll try flap 5. You can see here, if we do that with max pedal braking, it's telling us we're going to use most of the runway anyway. Brake mode, medium order brake. We can't stop in time. Look, stopping distance is too long. So it effectively wants high or max pedal. We're going to use most of it. Bernie, on the Honeycomb Bravo, the only thing you could probably do is... have you tried setting the... You know when you click the throttle down and it basically treats it like a button, doesn't it, in the Honeycomb? Have you tried clicking it into that by using the keybind hold reverse thrust or toggle reverse thrust. Click it in and then push the throttle forwards to select a thrust setting, but that will give you like reverse idle to max reverse, and then you'll have to bring it all the way back down to idle, click it down to untoggle reverse thrust. I think that's how you'd need to set the Honeycomb Bravo up. It's a bit of a pain in the bum. Right, descent, we've got to change the transition level, and it's going to be 6,000. Flight level 60. Pop that in the box. Execute the change. We're going to have very variable winds today, actually, so I'm going to select VREF plus 10, I think, just to be safe and give us a bit more of a safety margin. And then we need to set QNH 1021. Altitude, we'll leave as it is. Runway winds, when's top of descent? 30 miles, we've got a little bit of time, good. 20 degrees Celsius. Runway winds, 350 at 8. We've got a 8 knot crosswind to the left. VGA's there, look, for the go around. Those of you who saw my go around tutorial video, that's your go around speed. VGA 134 knots. Something to bear in mind. Basically, the approach speed plus 10 anyway. Just check this so we know what it, because if you look up here, auto is selected and it hasn't pre-tuned anything yet. 11365. So we could just check in the arrival data to say to ourselves, well, has the brain of the aeroplane got this prepared anyway? Does it know what it's going to tune? And it does. So if I just go back up the charts here so you can see both. Final approach course 262 degrees, that's correct. And the ILSDME 110.3. Glide slopes 3 degrees. Yep. Good. We've already done the whole arrival data anyway. Missed approach is in the box. Descent checks. Anti-ice is still on auto. FMS is set. Minima is set. Order brake is set to medium. ICAS checked. Arrival briefing complete. So, on the charts. Lelna at or above 200. I'm going to set that now while we chat. And we're going to make sure when we get a little bit closer we rearm VNAV towards top of descent. And then we're going to work down the Lelna 1 Juliet via Angler. Right on the edge of French airspace. Down towards the Jersey VOR 1122. And there's a hold there if need be. From there, committing outbound, which is going to be a heading of 124 degrees, look for category C aircraft, to 8.5 DME from the Jersey VOR, before turning round on ourselves to inset that ILS. Gonna have a quick check of the range. 5 miles. Let's go to VNAV mode. Pre-armed vertical path. Still in hold mode though, that's good. Base turn restricted, max 185 knots. And then yeah, final approach from about 6 miles, 5 miles. Quite a short approach from 2,000 feet. Missed approach is going to be maintain runway heading, climb straight ahead to 3,000 feet, at 3,000 turn left heading 180 then as directed. Max speed is 210 knots for the missed approach. And as we said, super short runway, so we're going to land on 2.6. There's a bit of a displaced threshold that we can't land on. and then we're going to work down 1,500 feet of usable landing length really, right down to the bottom where we're going to vacate, down at the end most likely, up through Bravo, and then we're going to park somewhere on the Juliet South Apron for our turnaround. And if someone knows what that bug was with the turnaround, whether it's fixed in 1.0.3, do let me know. We'll try and do a turnaround without, and then if not, then we might have to try whatever somebody said earlier, some sort of weird circuit breaker thing, but that's very new to me, that, so not sure what to expect, but I'm sure it'll be fine. Now in my ILS tutorial video, and contrary to some of the comments, it was designed for people to like learn the real basics. Global shipping AI there, look, from Seafront Simulations, all animated. What we did is we changed the nav source to lock mode to intercept. I'm going to leave it this time on FMS mode and let it do the auto switch from nav to nav so that it can kind of work itself out. That is a feature of the jet. You shouldn't really need to press the nav source mode in most cases. In some cases you will. But we'll see how it captures leaving it in this mode. Do we have any ATC at Jersey? Don't think we do. It's very rarely any ATC at Jersey, to be fair. But that's okay. The main feature is Manchester. My goodness, there's a lot of us flying in, yeah. Look at Jersey is popular. Osprey 3 Yankee Oscar's already in. We've got Justin's just landed. Badger's down, Michael's down, Dursey 2's down on the ground, Ian's on final approach. We've got myself, I've got one aircraft ahead of us actually, I've got to make sure we keep spacing for. Ian behind. Got Finn behind as well, flying EasyJets. Richard flying behind as EasyJet. Grant flying behind as EasyJet. There's a screenshot from Ian. I think that is all of us. Yes. Looking good. Look at that, global shipping AI. They're all like sailing around in the water. It's brilliant. Adds so much immersion. You see the shipping lanes alive below. It's the same on this side as well. They're all over the place. It's really good. That's available via Contrail. CTAF? You mean it's just 1228, isn't it? Yeah, that's a really good point actually, Neil. Welcome. Hope you're well, mate. Many airports like Heathrow want you to capture the localizer before you start your descent, your glide slope. So that's where that nav source mode is particularly useful. So we say like in all but a few cases you wouldn't really need to press nav source. In that kind of circumstance you will. Something to bear in mind. But we're going to click approach mode, leave it in nav. Well, Chris, to be honest with you, I've recommended it from the start. Mad Ben, no worries, mate. If you wanted to, as an alternative, you've always got Guernsey. It's a stone's throw away, so that could work. Good effort, MPS. Got a 9.8 on New Sky. Vector are going to be giving an update for their 787 today during, or some point today, according to their Discord from Canadian Flight Sim there. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't realise. I thought for a moment there that Jersey may have had like CTAF rollout, but yeah, CTAF aka Unicom. Let's pop the charts back up. There's our little approach plates. That's all good. I know what you mean. Rough crosswind reported at Jersey. Ah, Christ. I got sidetracked. Oh, crikey. Right, vertical speed mode it is. Get a 2000. Speed brake out. There's the sit rep at Jersey at the moment. Osprey takeover. Looking good. So look, here we go. So this is the auto switch nav to nav that you can see. So we can see now that it's pre-tuned 110.3 on nav 1. And it's now got it down as like a blue overlay within our FMS mode. So when you see that, you know it's going to do this nav-to-nav switching mode that it does. It's a really clever feature of the aircraft, but it means you don't need to really press nav source. But that's where we start to go a little bit more complex into the brain of the aeroplane and how it works, rather than just focusing on the basic principles of like how to smoothly set up an ILS and all the rest of it. It's just something to bear in mind. I'm going to have to improve our descent rate, I think. Let's go 210. See that little warning there? We'll set 220. So if you, I don't know if you saw that. If I go to 215, which is below flat 1 speed, although set 210, we're getting a little warning. It's going to limit our ability to go a little bit slower until we either apply flaps, or, you know, it's because we're descending with speed brake. If I drop the speed brake, if you look at green dot, I retract those speed brake, look, there goes the hook, a little bit like the Airbus. But I need the speed brake out to help support our descent here, because it's higher rate of descent. So now we're kind of in an energy battle of the aeroplane, effectively. And it's a slippery jet anyway to try and slow down. But this is a good test, because we're kind of now behind the energy curve, if you like. So we're trying to manage a lot. Simulates, though, in a way like a late descent from ATC. I'll just zoom out a little bit just to look at our vertical path. Now don't forget the VNAV path is going to be slightly lower, because actually when we hit Jersey for the first time we want to be about 3,000 feet. We'll sustain this rate of descent for a little while. Lots of gusts on approach, Justin says. Crosswind's insane, only 10 knots in reports. Still no weather radar. On the jet, unfortunately. There's Jersey. 10 miles to go. Right, we've got a lot of altitude to lose. So 185. .020. I have a dodgy Asobo version of Jersey. Oh, I hope I don't have 2 installed. Oh yeah, there's a little detent there, look. I mean, it's almost like an emergency though, Bernie, to be honest with you. Our rate of descent profile has to be so high. Let's go flat 1. Which is right in the middle of this thing here, and I'm trying to balance the throttle lever. Because more lift, but also equals more drag. So look, it just helps us keep that speed off. And I'm going to bring our speed down to 200. Actually 185 to be fair is probably. Well, 190 for now. Ian's behind me, I think. You're going to have to slow down a little bit, mate. Jersey traffic, Osprey 165 and Airbus A220 QNH 1020, correction, 1021 for the QNH. Approximately 5 miles to the north of the Jersey VOR, and it's inbound for the Jersey 1 transition, ILS 26. Will report turning final. Jersey traffic. Who is that?
Jersey traffic, Osprey 532, find out the big
Oh, it's Durst too!
on
Interestingly, there's an aircraft here somewhere around this Jersey VOR point here, this outbound track section, and I can't see him on TCAS. Well, I can now, actually. Overspeed. I'm going to have to extend this outbound turn, I think. Okay, right, it's instantly trying to capture, which we don't want. Just got to sort that out. Lap 2. 185, ready for the base turn, so speed's just now on target. We can get rid of the speed brake. All that carnage. That's on.
Approximately 3 nautical miles to the north of the Jersey VOR.
So yeah, what it's trying to do there is instantly just go almost like a back course. Go to straight to CF26. So it's ignored this entire procedure here. Which is not ideal. Interestingly, quite a few jets seem to do it. But we are all good. Mr. Big, it's Durst 2 somewhere.
2500.
Check. Well, I can't really continue outbound. Just traffic. Osprey 165 is going to enter a slightly extended downwind leg. Be number 2 traffic to an aircraft just establishing on final 26. We'll report turning base. It'll be an extended downwind, Jersey. Flaps 2 and green. Let's get rid of the music. Yeah, Ryanair's just turned final. Can't see him. I'm conscious I've got Ian behind me as well.
Engines, traffic Osprey 2472 will extend the heading on 131 degrees.
Okay, that's 5 miles.
We'll follow company traffic once they turn base, Osprey 2472.
Just traffic, Osprey 165's turning left base 26. We'll report establishing for the ILS. Speed's 185. Where's he at? Good, I'm happy with this actually. Let's just keep the turn going. $305 should be a nice one. I'm just trying to ever so slightly slice the corner just to help Ian out because he's hot on us a little bit there as well, but it'll become like a domino effect of everyone else coming in behind getting more and more compressed, so I'll try and help out as best as I can.
Cheers, traffic Osprey 272, turning onto a left downwind bend for runway 26. Cheers.
290. Yeah, see, look, there's the next one coming inbound now. They're up here somewhere. Can't quite see him. And let's get approach mode armed. So we've got approach FMS 1 is the active mode. Just see what it does here. I'm going to have to bring our speed down in a minute. I'm going to go for 180. Okay, lock 1's active and we've auto switched, nav switch to lock 1 green. And you can see now it's got in the background, FMS 1's armed. That's for our go around if we go missed. So we could then go into another nav mode.
Cheers, traffic Osprey 272, turning on light base, runway 26, Osprey.
Jazz traffic Osprey 165's established 6 mile final ILS 26 land number 2. I'm going to have to go down to 160. Through flap 3 and flap 4 speeds. Crikey, yeah, 15 knot crosswind right to left. Just tickle that back to 160. Push to sync heading. Good day, Quaker. There goes the EasyJet coming in behind. Let's go gear down. Good morning to you, all the way in Ecuador. Welcome. Six 124 for final approach speed. And just traffic Osprey 165's now fully configured on the glide at 5 miles, reducing final approach speed 134 knots. Just traffic. Justice says the Ryanair just went off the cliff. Oh, I wish I saw it. Love it.
Cheers, traffic Osprey 272, established on the local line for runway 26.
That's not what you need, is it?
Meow.
Oh dear. $3,000 set for the missed approach. He's disconnected, fair enough. Alright, this is the first ever flat 5 approach for me. In the A220. Let's quickly see fly past. Hey. Okay, autopilot off, 5 control. We're going to get lots of little dings. We got a 15 knot crosswind right to left, and it's backing and veering, so it's very changeable. Always prepared to go around if we need to. This is where the extra 10 knots of airspeed really helps though. A little bit of crabbing.
400. Approaching minimums. 300. 200.
Here we go.
100. 50.
Jet traffic on spread 272, that was the glide 6.6 nautical miles.
10.
Jersey.
Come on. Touchdown, just about. Reverses green, manual brakes. Missed that one. I'll just give you a little bit of reverser noise again, I think. Hold on. Brake temperature. It's fine though. Woohoo. Right. APU starts. Jersey traffic, Osprey 165's vacating down the end on to Bravo to the south apron. Oh yeah, Tiller. I forget. No cliff exit for me, no. Straight to the fish and chip shop on the beach for the Ryanair, I think. He's just gone down there, hasn't he? Anything for some Jersey fish and chips. Probably playing that awful arriving on time sound as well as he's crashing.
Jersey's faster, easily clear on is undefined over runway 26.
Strobes off, taxi lights narrow, landing lights off, back logo beacon. Let's pop the logo light off, we don't need that. A mutiny if that's the case. And we're going to go CNS to the comms and nav stack page. And we're going to go to automatic, traffic mode, back to map. After landing, checks flaps to 0. MFW application has... Anyone know what that is? MFW application has crashed. I have no idea what that is. Well, it seems to be fine. 1.0.3 cyclones. Oh, they got the fire trucks out and everything for that Ryanair. Right, where are we parking? What's free? I have no idea. That one? We shall find out. That noise. So good.
Jersey traffic on spread 2.72 is exit the active runway, taxi into the gate. Jersey.
Good effort, Ian. Where's me stand? Was it 10 that I selected? Got both available here. Facility 10 with safe dock, that's that one there. Beautiful. Right, let's go to... Oh, taxi lights. No, wasn't crashed for the MFW. What's the MFW display? MFW stands for multifunction window, which handles radio tuning checklists and flight plans on the display units. Ah. Seems to be working again though. Maybe that's how it resets itself. It just seems to crash. Let's keep on this centre line here. Ooh, a little bit firm on the brakes. It's just for the people that are getting up out of their seat before the seatbelt sign gets switched off. Having this tiller makes things so much easier, my goodness. Such little tweaks. Stop. Parking brake is set. Right, engine 2. And engine 1 off. Jolly good. Right, we're going to get beacon lights off as well. That's set, that's set, that's set. Very good parking, I know. Let's leave the APU on. And let's get GSX to do a deboard. Oh, I had a custom thing, but that's a bit randomly placed in the building. There. EasyJet's down. Where did Ian go? Oh, there he is. Got another one inbound. Oh, it's busy. This is the wing control. Tiller, Mr. Big. It's the first time using it properly, actually, and it's absolutely game-changing. I wasn't really sure how useful it would be as a product, but yeah, having a nose wheel steering tiller axis set separate to the rudder is so much more immersive. I think they're pricing it like 80 quid, so very, very reasonable. Look at this, we are down. Got to close the flight on ElevateX because it doesn't feed the data out, so it doesn't know. According to ElevateX as well, our touchdown was, let's have a quick look, 162 foot per minute, 1.34 G. I'm happy with that, that's pretty good. Just going to set up for a new flights. Be much easier once we get this fired up to what was it, EGJJ, but working back on New Sky aircraft type BCS3.
2 mile Charlie, 6 mile final, 426.
And this one now, fuel planning, I'm going to go ATC fuel minimum, ATC fuel in minutes, 60 additional minutes of fuel. Just in case we get factored into hold, and I'm going to designate a specific altitude of flight level 240 for this sector on the return. Generate that as we disembark. And we've got Grant coming in on approach. Those GFX, Tri-Sim GFX contrails. Pre-file on a network. So for the next sector, we've got 140 passengers on board, so we're nearly pretty much full on the way back to Birmingham. Did you solve that query, Ian, with joining the VATSIM UK Discord, or is it still a bit of an uncertainty? I think Grant looks like the last pilot in, so when he's in we can Focus on the turnaround. There's the crosswind that we battled on the way in. It hand flies quite nicely, this. Oh, that's some. Oh yeah, VATSIM UK is not even on the list.
You'll see traffic was play 5 minutes down, 8 push and start.
So it looks like you have to log into the VATSIM UK Discord server. Account, sorry. Nice touchdown. Oh, and then there's a pop-up that says unread notifications for me. I'm just in it now having a little look, mate. Must acknowledge before continuing. Although interestingly it doesn't let me. There's a little thing that says once finished you can return to the dashboard. Where's Liam?
JC, traffic easy, too much Charlie, vacating down the end.
Oh well. Beautiful job. Right. Oh, Zato's pushed already. Oh, where is he? Is that Zato? So we're going to go back to FMS1 mode. Let's see how we get on. Luke says, I think you have to go through their website to join the Discord now. Yeah, for me, frustratingly, it's just like... Yeah, it's like Ian says there, you get notification, you can't read them or acknowledge the notification. One of the controllers that are running the event have said they've noted people's CID numbers as a backup and will contact them if they have won a prize. This jersey is UK 2000's jersey, Justin. To be honest with you, it's pretty rubbish. I mean, look how pixelated that is. It's not great. But typical UK 2000 scenery. We got pretty low quality for the price. But there's very little else out there for this, unfortunately, so you're kind of forced to pick one. I think there's FlyX Simulations do a jersey as well, but I don't think that's particularly great either. I think the FlyX one via the inibuilds website is a bit better than this though, but I've purchased this one. So SoFly jersey is really good. I didn't know they had a jersey scenery. Right, so flight plan uplinks, and I cover this in episode 1, and it trips everyone up, understandably. We're going to go through it. So I'm going to go my flight, import from SimBrief, just to resync the new route like so, and just because we're in the EFB, it's logical to go straight to load sheet, SimBrief import, load aircraft. So now we're instantly loading all the fuel, and while we're here, let's just get GSX kicking in. We're going to click reload SimBrief here. So now it's got the new routes and request boarding. Lovely job. Oh look, it's reset itself again. I don't know why it does that. It's very bizarre. But anyway, secondary flight plan. Flight plan uplink. Link your stuff, send. And now you can see, look, Jersey, Birmingham, cruise 240, estimated time of departure, 1340Z. We can go and put that in. And then we're going to do the Benix 5 Alpha departure from 33. Sorry, not 33, that's Birmingham. 26, Benix 5 Alpha. Done. Let me just go to charts. So that you can see the charts. So I have to reload these. Lights, unload, import, SimBrief, load. So winds are variable at 7 knots into runway 33, Hemel 1 Bravo, ILS 33, final. It's going to be vectors to final. So Hemel from 220, which is great. We're at 240 for cruise, as long as we're just above that. And then we're going to go to the arrivals page in the FMS here. I'm going to select ILS 33, vectors, Hemel 1 Bravo. See it on the top there. Done. In our SimBrief flight plan, I can show you on the Navigraph app. I'm going to put the average cruise wind here, 278.32. And the average ISA, +8. But if you do +8, that won't work. So just type in 8 because it's not a negative. It's automatically a plus. You can see there it goes straight in. Now if you wanted to, you could go down to your little winds tab and you could pick an average wind. I don't know. 150, 263.17. And then descent winds, average 275.26. And that's kind of that bit done. And then secondary wind, flight plan wind request, you can grab that immediately if you wish. But we're just going to go activate secondary, execute, and it's in the active box now, look. Now if we zoom out, you can see here we've got a discontinuity straight away. So if we look at the Benix 5 Alpha departure, we've got immediately, after departure, look, left turn 097 degrees to waypoint perch. So for that, by the looks of it, we're going to hand fly or use heading mode in that instance. Let's go Osprey 165, the flight number. Wind temp. You can see it's not loaded anything in there, look, so let's just press flight plan run wind request again, look, and it now pulls it all in. We're giving the VNAV all of the fuel data. And then for fuel, while we're boarding, we can put some of this data in. What I would like to see added in here is like a sync with FMS. You click that and it will just load, just to help people do things a bit quicker. But zero fuel weight, 51848. Center of gravity. In my preview video, you couldn't set a decimal number. So here, I ended up typing, I think, 26 by comparison, because it wouldn't accept 25.7. But in this version, it takes it, which is great. Got the charts on the whole time anyway. Block fuel 6513. Taxi fuel it's giving us Jersey 163, so we're going to type that in. Now the one thing that I don't understand with this is the reserve contingency, because it changes the number randomly to like 72 and 5%. but my actual FinRes plus alternate is 1,782 kilograms, but if I put that into the box, it basically says not allowed, and then resets. So I leave that now, I don't even bother with it. There's clearly a bit of a bug there, or I don't understand what it's meant to do. That one little section there. 140 passengers, beautiful stuff. That's all good, executes. Performance. You can see how fast this is to set up, right? Take off performance, sync FMS, sync weather. Now we're probably not going to be able to have a flap 2 departure, but let's just see what it does. Runway 2 short. Flap 3. Runway 2 short. Flap 4. Thrust takeoff 1. In fact, thrust config, let's go toga. Let's try flap 3. Let's watch MPS's takeoff. I'm just going to run it through the performance calculator in SimBrief as well, just to see what that comes up with. Approved climb disabled. Flaps 4, takeoff toga. Limited by field length. Yeah, fair enough. Going for it. The thing is, yeah, we've got 1,500-ish meters of runway before we're off the edge of a cliff. So this is a great test of the A220 because one of its kind of specialisms, as you like, is short field performance. Beautiful takeoff there, Michael. Well done, mate. Look at that. Off he goes. So yeah, we'll go back to flap 4. We're going to go thrust config TO for toga, anti-ice off. Pax will leave on. What does SimBrief tell us to do? Yeah, bleeds, Pax, auto. Yeah, bleeds on, anti-ice off. Yeah. That looks pretty good. So we're going to send to FMS. I've not done a flap 4 takeoff in this, so that's exciting. So flex is going to be 0. Let's put in the weather data now. So we've got 20 degrees. Aha, there's that one there. Oops. Runway 340 at 9. Climb 2. Lauren, thanks. Welcome. Hope you're well. Justin, I will explain it in just a second once I've done this bit. Bleed source, engine, wing anti-ice, cal anti-ice off, departure NATP 2, and we'll go for 1,000 feet again above ground level to go to flight level change and then climb thrust. Set V speeds, climb. That looks pretty good, but we need to change the transition level to 5,000. Like so. Execute that. And in the descent phase for today, just going to go to VATSIM radar, just have a quick sneak preview of this. Transition level 70 into Birmingham, so we'll pop that in the box to save us a job in cruise. Execute. And we could do that bit when we get on the ground. I will change that to flap 4 though. Take off. First toga departure in this actually as well, I'm excited. Right, so back to the charts for a departure chat. We've got initial climb to 5,000, so I'm going to set that on the FCP. And we've got initial runway heading is 263. Set that on the box. And we're going to go back to FMS speed mode. So, taxiing around the North Apron on Alpha, full length, up to the threshold of 2.6, departing westerly onto this Benix 5 Alpha. Doesn't have very much information there, but it's basically climb straight ahead to at or above 1,800 feet before turning. So with that in mind, our departure today is going to be in heading mode. Then at 1,800 feet, we're then going to turn south for that noise preferential routing, as you can see. And then we've got those instructions there for Benix 5 Alpha 26, turn left 097 track to Perch, then left 046 track to Lucet, cross at 5,000, then left turn 030, direct Benix. Then we'll be a little bit of French airspace. The Hemel 1 Bravo, Justin, is a bit of an interesting one. So, flight level 220 at Hemel, and you work in through Buzzard, Welling, Pufax, and then you go to Honolulu. And effectively, what you should anticipate is it's this little box here, look, is the hold. And that hold is going to be at Grove. And it's basically just going to follow that track there. So inbound 102, right turn, outbound 282, 1 minute legs. And given it's the event, we can highly anticipate some holds there. After that, we will effectively get vectors by air traffic control that typically will route us outbound like this, then round onto the ILS. It's very different to a normal kind of arrival into, say, Heathrow, Gatwick, that sort of thing. But hopefully that helps. We'll rebrief that nearer the time, though. Dercy Tez, he says, I'm not doing Hemel 1 Bravo. He's been vectored most of the way. Wow. Well, that's even easier. Right. GSX. Prepare for pushback and departure. Now, don't forget, we're going to arm takeoff toga. Heading mode. VNAV mode. Let's resync the heading mode there, though. So I need to reselect a suitable departure track of 263. Set. Wing control hardware is working really well with this today. Did I file a flight plan for the way back? Let's have a quick look. Jersey to Birmingham. Yeah. Look how fast that turnaround was. For the short hops, this is great because you can get so many different little sectors in. Beacon logo, seatbelt signs, no PED is automatic. Yeah, they released it from the start, Justin. It's pretty good, right? Did I sort out Elevatex? No. Let me get the tracking ready to go for the overlays. VATSIM radar. So we've got a little bit of 129-430. Standard pushback. There's a BA Euroflyer that's just landed. I've got to turn nose wheel steering off. Really important for pushback team. Don't forget that. So that's before start checks done. Routing looks okay. Hemel. It always does a double Hemel. I'm just going to go Buzzard. execute. And when we get airborne, I'm going to set up for a hold at Grove. Really important. We're just going to assume that we're going to have to hold. Have we got this set ready to go? That's all good. Performance page complete. Throttles are idle. Engine start is on automatic. That's all set. Lights, transponder, we'll leave 0737 on. Okay. Jersey traffic, Osprey 165, stand 10, Airbus A220, QNH 1021, push starts, South Apron. Get rid of the music. Okay, engine 2. Go. How fast was that turnaround? That be flyer. He's going off-roading. Love it. Little bit of wing flex. Hard brake set.
And Jersey traffic after passing A220. Chanix 1158 gate 5 will be pushing and starting. Jersey.
Hope you guys are logging these flights on New Sky today. Don't forget to give us a little like if you're enjoying today's live stream as well. Great to see lots of you taking part, chatting away. Lovely job. Let's get the external sounds again. Engine 1 start. No worries, Justin, thank you, mate. You can go ahead if you wanted to. It's up to you. Because this takes about 3 minutes to start an engine. Yeah, go for it if you want, Justin. I'll watch you take off.
Just traffic.
These sounds are phenomenal.
1158, pushing in gate 5. Just traffic.
So this today is my first ever test of a proper turnaround. It's multiple sectors. My first ever short field landing with flap 5. My first departure with flap 4 with a short field takeoff. So there's quite a lot of new stuff that we're kind of throwing into the jet today. It's also the biggest event I've ever taken it into. Well, it's the biggest thing I've done on VATSIM with it since its release as well. Okay, engines 1 and 2 look pretty stable. No idea where that BA Euroflyer went. I think it's just disconnected. Jolly good. Right, flaps 4 it is. Let's see what sounds we've got. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. It's going to be position 3 for my hardware. Do some control checks while we're here. In fact, let's... Look at that, you can actually see the actuator moving. Lovely job. Right, nose wheel steering back on. That's all our flight control checks completed. I'm just going to revert the, see the stab trim there, look? Just make sure that's in the green band. I'm going to set 5. That would be a good thing as well. It says stab trim there, look. On the performance departure page, once you've calculated all this and you've put it all in, you'll notice that's the only place there that you're going to see stab trim. Nose down 4.9. So that is where you're going to find what your takeoff trim should be. It's really worth looking out for. Master caution. Let's get the APU off. That's going to clear that, as we saw earlier. Little change in engine power. It's got to up the power to take the bleed air packs online. That's going to go to wide. We check the rest of the overhead panel, just so we're confident everything's set. See what signs are on proper. Hey! Apparently an Osprey Airways pilot just won a prize flying into Birmingham. I have no idea who it was. If you're watching, tell us. Right, brake off. Yeah, just check the overhead lights. Taxi lights are on wide. Let's get these sounds again, shall we? Let's just go. We go closer. Oh, I'm pressing all the wrong buttons. Hold on. 32, epic, you got a channel mug. He's done it again. Stop clicking things. There we go, I want it to be close like this. Let's get the noise. How good is that? Jersey traffic, Osprey 165's taxiing South Apron, North Apron via Alpha to the hold point for 26. Such a great jet, this. This Osprey regional livery, by the way, is an early access, so it's not the finished piece. Little tweaks are going to continue to be made. It does, doesn't it, Graham? Got a little bit of juice as we go past. Good measure. Look at that. Back to Birmingham, Midsummer Madness 20. Two 63 5000. There's Justin. How much faster it is for like an A321 to get started up. It's wild. Okay, so slats, flaps 4 and green. Stab trim 4.9 is set. Rudder trim is neutral. That's all of our bits done for the flight control checks. Auto brake is RTO. Takeoff mode is set. And it's a toga departure today. Heading mode, VNAV mode, auto thrust modes are all armed. There's our annunciators with the active and the armed modes, but takeoff should be master mode that's armed. And you can press it all at the gate, like we did this time round, whereas when we pushed from Birmingham, in the busyness I forgot, so we just did it after push back, but you could do it then as well if you want. What mug did you win? What channel mug did you win, Darcy2? Don't forget, if you're flying in the event as well today and tomorrow, if you fly from Birmingham to Jersey and back again and you track your flight on New Sky, you get some, you get an award. as well, an Osprey Airways award on your New Sky pilot accounts. All the exciting things. Shut ducting. I'm trying to think what mug it was that we agreed. Let me just go and find it. I think it was the Returners mug, or the Osprey Catch Flights Not Feelings mug, or the Japan mug. I forget which, but you can pick one. Drop me a little DM.
Traffic Osprey 2573 is taxiing to the active runway via Juliet and Alpha.
They've definitely, as someone mentioned earlier on today, there's a bit of a bug with the turnaround, but they absolutely seem to have fixed that. VATSIM UK, so you need to go to docs.synapticsimulations.com, then go to the map server page, and then download one of those and follow the instructions. You've got to run it outside the sim before you start the simulator, and then it effectively links into the aircraft, and it gives you your snazzy map overlay. Pretty cool, right? They have also got, by the way, another feature. It was in one of the trailer videos, but they disabled it because of like a performance issue. But they're going to have a feature in it at some point if they can work out the performance, where if you zoom right in, you end up with like the map overlay of the airfield, which is very cool. No idea how long it's going to take though to actually get done, but there's you go.
Traffic, Channel 1158 taxiing onto runway 26 for immediate departure. Jersey traffic.
Zoom zoom. Right, TCAS is off, traffic mode's on, we'll leave terrain mode on, CNS, TARA, norm, flight data still the same, map, we'll stick on alpha. There's a little PA28, I think, or something like that. What's an SF50 coming in? They're a little way away yet. But hey, IFR traffic takes priority over VFR. Jersey traffic, Osprey 165's going to line up and wait 26 behind the departing Jet 2 A321 Neo.
Jersey traffic EC251 pushing back, stand for.
Strobes. I'm going to turn these on now because I will forget. I have a terrible ability of forgetting those. Off he goes. It's a super short runway. He's got loads of power in that 321 though. Oh, he's used all the runway though. He's up just. I'm coming right over to the edge here because I want to use all the runway. If I was vacating, I'd follow the yellow line, but we're lining up. So we're going to try and use as much of this as we possibly can, because even 5 meters is just a little bit of extra safety margin for us to play with.
Jersey traffic, Chenix 1158, airborne runway 26. Departing via the Chevy 15 Alpha departure. Climbing to 5000. Jersey traffic.
Is that good? Have we lined up nicely? Nearly. Always hard to tell from the outside. Go, tiller, brakes. So there's that inbound traffic there, that VFR. That's something to bear in mind as well, because we're going to depart south, 1,800 feet, we're then going to turn left, and we're basically going to fly over the top of this guy, potentially. Justin most certainly will. Because we're just a hell of a lot faster. So we'll keep an eye out for them, just being a bit TCAS aware with the whole thing. And I'm just giving, at the minute, Justin a little bit of time to get ahead of us. Lovely job. Right, so heading mode, toga departure, VNAV's armed, we're going to use 80% of the runway. Jersey traffic, Osprey 165's taking off runway 26, Benix to Alpha departure. 5 Alpha, bugger. It's because I never wrote it down. A little bit of juice, I'm going to hold it on the brakes. And with auto thrust armed, as we advance through 50% gently.
Traffic EC251 taxiing to holding point Alpha 1 via Alpha.
We go past 70. Auto thrust goes green, captures the thrust setting of the aircraft. And gives us power. Speed's alive. $80 knots. Oh my goodness.
B1.
Rotate. Whoa, my goodness. We only just made it. Positive rate, gear up. Okay, flap 3. Flap 2, actually.
Jersey traffic, Osprey 2472, lining up, runway at 26.
Autopilot engaged.
2 minutes separation to the departing Osprey A220. Cheers.
Through 1,800. Jersey traffic, Osprey 165's through 1,800, climbing 5,000, Benix 5 Alpha, turning left 097 degrees, perch. So I'm going to set an intercepting track here, look, 120 degrees. Then we're going to intercept our nav line outbound to head on out, flaps 1. Still retracting our flaps along with our schedule, looking really good. And we can go onto LNAV mode now, or nav mode, sorry, and just arm that, and it's going to pre-arm that ready to go. So when we do reach that line for an intercept track, it will capture and continue on our way. Flap 0, accelerating. And 240 was our cruise. Let's get that set. Done. Lucid at 5,000. There you go, there's FMS1 capture. And there goes the island of Jersey. The airport down below. I'm going to let it level off at 5 in VNAV mode, which is now, just to see what it does. Very good. So this is kind of like your managed climb in the Airbus. So look, we've level at 5, even though we've set 24, because the constraint at Lucid up here is cross at 5,000 feet.
Jersey traffic EC251 lining up 26.
Now if we go to flight level change mode though, and we come off VNAV, we go into like open climb, if you like. So look, throttle goes up, back to climb power, standard pressure, auto brakes off, taxi lights come off. I'm just going to turn these off now, seatbelt signs to automatic, after takeoff checks complete. Okay, now we're just going to keep our head down for a wee minute. Check flight plan altitude. Cruise 240, 240. That's because we're ignoring this constraint here at 5,000, but that's okay. Right.
Cheers, traffic Osprey 2472, airborne passing 2,200 feet on the Bennings 5 Alpha departure, final call, Jersey.
We'll stick to a basic ILS, but we're going to go landing performance, sync sim brief, sync, lap 4, low order brake, reverses yes, compute. Not convinced about stop performance calculations here. Medium order brake. We'll go with medium auto brake anyway. We'll see what we get. But yeah, the landing was definitely a lot better because previously the last version there was like a thing with the auto brake where if it was set, it would give you the firmest ever touchdown. And it like slam the nose wheel down. They've solved that really nicely, so that's dealt with. But yeah, landing performance, let's just get some data in. So we know on our charts the weather at Birmingham. We look at the VATSIM ATIS here. Runway news 33, transition level 70. Minimum runway occupancy. 270 degrees at 6 knots. So again, another whopper of a crosswind. Outside air temperature 22 degrees Celsius. QNH at Birmingham 1020. You'll see there the elevation 339 changes to 155, and then we're going to have again VREF plus 10, I think. Flat 4. Our go around speeds there, look, 154. That's pretty good. Transition level we've already got set. That's all set, ready to go. So holds. Yeah, it does too. DM me whichever one you like. The BritishAvgeek.com website has got 3 different options. They're probably the easiest to get sorted, but the other merch store we can do as well if you wish. I will leave it up to you. That little delay in our departure, look, it's given us about 11 miles separation, so that's quite nice. Right, anyway, Grove has that hold, doesn't it? So let's go and pop that in. And again, I've done a tutorial video on that if you want to see that in kind of slow time. But Hemel 220 working on in, may as well look at the data in entirety. So that's actually incorrect there, look on the box. Hemel. And then Buzzard. Oops. Let's see if it takes just the slash on its own. Yeah. Well in, flight level 166. After that, that's only 10 miles. What, BritishAvgeek.com? 120, Honolulu 090. So Pufax has got the speed constraint there of 250, Honolulu 90. Oops. 250 below, I think it goes in that way. Flight level 0, yeah, out below 250 there. And then Oscott Max 210 Grove, so just fiddling with this. Grove flight level 70, 210 knots, that's good, that's correct. Right, holds. A couple of options. What you can do, I'll just kind of zoom on out here, go to plan mode, we can scroll on over to find it, so we can visualise things a bit better that way. And we can go Grove, hold, inbound 102 right turn, 1 minute legs, max speed. We've clicked ICAO, but we want to change that to 210, right? Hold speed 210. And then best speed 212 there is his recommendation. So we'll go with the 210. 1 minute legs, right turn, execute. So we've now built that hold at Grove in, and then there's a discontinuity there, but that is absolutely where it's meant to be. We don't want to remove that because we're basically going to let the aeroplane go, vectors only then, because realistically we are going to vector to final approach. As you can see on the charts on the left of your screen, from Grove there is no way of connecting the approach. If I snap then to this plate, there's nothing. It's a little bit like flying into Manchester. That makes sense. Justin, is that 129430? Yes, he said, as he pings me. I'm on the website at the moment. It seems to be working okay for me. I've got no VPN or anything on though.
Climb now, flight level 180.
Check flight plan altitude.
EG820, climb flight level 150.
Climbing flight level 150, EG820.
EG790 Whiskey Contact Gary direct to 126 S1825.
126 825, EG790, November Whiskey traffic.
220.
Give us 250, speed of 270 knots.
We're just going to leave that as it is, because that seems to be linked to Hemel for some reason. Loader Control, good afternoon, Osprey 165. We're through level 220 for 240 inbound to Patty.
Osprey 165, Loader Control, thanks. Hemel 1 Bravo, arrival, speed of 280 knots.
Good afternoon, Hemel 1 Bravo, speed 280, Osprey 165.
Speed of 644, turn left heading 090 degrees.
London Center, hello. ET66 Bravo, Alpha at 3,200 feet, climbing to 4,000 feet.
ET66 Bravo, Alpha, hello, climb now, flight level 90.
Climb now, flight level 90. Hello, this is
Let's see what it does.
flight level 150, reaching Kibley.
Portugal 431, roger.
Yeah, it's kicking off at Hemel, actually showing us a little bit of a manually put warning there, but that's fine. We're all good. 240. Standard.
Aircraft Barrick 8756 47501. London Cargo 8220 London, roger.
280.
EG820.
Give it the manual speed.
Flight level 260.
Bravo 260 EGJJ.
Quick green, 878 Whiskey, turn right heading 095, climb flight level 290.
095, flight level 250, Griffin 878 Whiskey.
Level 290, please.
Level 290, Griffin 878 Whiskey.
Give it 644, turn left heading 080 degrees.
We are heading into that. A whole lot of ATC.
250, descend flight level 160.
Midsummer Madness 20.
Barricade 756, descend flight level 170.
I'll have to look afterwards, Dirty, too, because I can't. I'll end up totally focused on that, but let me try my phone.
On good days with flight 42 data as 2080.
Swiss flight 42 Delta, hello, Alaso 1 hotel arrival.
Yeah, it's working on my phone as well.
Alisa 1 hotel.
Maybe it's your, the web provider that you have.
EG66 Bravo Alpha, flight heading off at 040 degrees, climb flight level 130.
66 Bravo Alpha, can you say once more please? Sorry.
040 and climb level 130.
Heading 040 and climb 130.
Barricade 756 direct to Hazel. Direct to Hazel, where
what have we got?
Condor 402 with me.
PFD MAV, right, minimums. I've got to set this up.
Give it 644, climb flight level 290.
Go for 530.
EG820 heading 280 degrees.
Heading 280 degrees, EG820.
Swiss 542 Delta, when ready, descend flight level 180, level by SMAX. Swiss 542 Delta, when
What's
ready, descend
Brave
flight level
browser? I've never heard of that.
180,
Maybe it is that, or the Brave browser's preventing it. I'm not sure. Weird. That's a new one on me.
66 Bravo Alpha, report you're heading to London on 118.480.
118480. Bye bye.
Goodbye, Tomcat 9 Delta Yankee, contact London 121.030.
121.030, good day.
Swiss 542 Delta.
Swiss 542 Delta.
Swiss 542 Delta, when ready, descend flight level 180, level by SMAX.
With 542 data.
So you'll notice, like, auto on the nav stack now hasn't changed. It hasn't gone to auto. So that's just something we'll have to keep an eye on, because the ILS we're going to want to have tuned is 1101. Birmingham's
Skyway 2081, London Control, hello, route direct.
got an NDB of 406.
Resume navigation and one of Unicom.
So let's just change that to nav tune manual, from manual to auto, sorry.
Air Portugal 431, fly heading 170.
By doing that. And that's going to basically now let it snap over to the backup, the ILS frequencies we get closer. And it should give us 110.1, 325. But we'll play safe and we will make sure in the tune menu we go ahead and set the correct course.
Give it 644, turn right heading 095. Skyway 2081, descend flight level 120.
Lovely job. Gary, good afternoon, welcome.
Give it 250,
good evening to you.
130, level Hazel.
So, oh, so this might be a problem with Wix then, who hold the website, David, is that? Like Wix might be down.
Sending a day on 2472, inbound Coton, flight level 240, climbing 260.
Osprey 2473, London Control, hello, Hamel 1 Bravo, arrival speed 280 knots.
Hamel 1 Bravo, arrival speed 280, Osprey.
Charts.
Royal MRK 02, London Control, Squawk 2266.
EGC for ground. I suppose there's not really anything I can do about that, David, is there? I have no idea about web stuff beyond what I've made. Map.
Air Portugal 431, turn left heading 145.
Left heading 145.
Thank you for pointing out, team.
Royal Air Maroc 802, fly heading 010 degrees and descend flight level 130.
010 degrees, descend 130 for Air Maroc 802.
And Portugal 431, descend flight level 100.
Great air traffic control today,
Descend on 100.
as to be expected.
Barrick 8756 feet 250 knots, descend flight level 160. Give it 250, descend flight level 100.
What do you guys all think of the A220 then, having seen the tutorial videos and now watched today's kind of multi-sector hop live? What are your thoughts? Because there's been a whole lot of negativity of it online, let's be honest. Unreasonably so in a lot of cases, I think. I really like it. I've had a flight 5 now, flight 6. Really enjoying it. There's Seafront Simulations Global Shipping AI traffic sailing around the world, keeping the stuff busy. Seas down below busy.
251 feet 270 or less.
Yeah, I've got, I think, 7 tutorial videos for it now, living on a player, so you've got loads of resources available to you.
251 feet 270 knots or less. Give it 644, resume our navigation direct to Conan and one of the Unicron.
David, thank you. I'm very appreciative of you checking that out, taking the time to have a little look for me.
49 on the control, hello.
November 525
Number 525 Delta Space ahead of back shortly, brakes give it 250, turn left in 040 degrees, speed 250 knots. Barrick 8756, descend flight level 120.
Classic Jet Sim Pilot, welcome mate. Looking forward to July 2041 so I can fly as a classic jet. Yeah, it's always the way. That's great. I mean, I love the sounds. That's such a hook. A lot of people not responding to the ATC particularly quickly today.
Number 525, go ahead.
Pass your message, please.
November 525 Victor, we're thinking clearance to San Francisco at Farnborough with information number.
525 elevator cleared to San Francisco, Hazel to Foxtrot departure 456.
He's missed a trick there, he should have gone from the Birmingham Jet Centre. Birmingham to San Francisco will probably end up winning the longest route prize.
Portugal 431, resume our navigation direct to Polly.
I'm intently listening out for our controller, our call sign.
Give it 250, own navigation to Ockham, descend flight level 90.
Birmingham Atis is Lima. QNH 020, just making some final approach notes. And then we've got approach 123. 980, which is Birmingham radar. And then we've got fin approach. So we'll go from a Birmingham radar to Birmingham radar 131005, which is fin approach. From there we'll go to 118305, which is tower. And then we're going to go to 121805 ground. So this is my next expectation. We're going to go from 129430, which is London Control, to approach 123980. After the hold at Grove, or if we pass Grove, vectors to final will be past to fin approach 131005, then tower 118305, and then ground 121805. Easy, right? Gary, it's they're very different
London Centre,
aircraft entirely.
1158 requesting descent.
So actually 45 Foxtrot Lima, hello, flight level 310.
Yeah, they've nailed that whale sound, haven't they?
310. There is Channel 11580, descent flight level 220, level by Hemel.
Yeah, it's 220, level by Hemel, Channel 1158.
Channel 18 Alpha, resume navigation, director Namab, climb, flight level 370.
Climb 370, stick to 10 up, Channel 20 Alpha.
Give it 250, descend flight level 70, leave Ockham, heading 075.
They're both good to fly, but they just both have very different methods of flying, if that makes sense.
Barring A756, descend flight level 80.
I mean, this is great. It's very responsive as well. So when you're hand flying.
Hello, Alito 1 Hotel. London Cargo 8220, Monarchy to come to mine.
A little way to go to Hemel 220, then we'll be on the way in.
Channel 1158, report your speed to London 121.030. Channel 1158, report speed to London 121.030.
Oh.
What speed to London? Sorry, just repeat that frequency for Channel 1158.
121.030.
121.030.
So we've got 5 controllers to speak to.
Norwich Spinner 27 Whiskey, approximately 230 miles, runway 27 left, descend to altitude 4,000 feet, to an H1019.
So we're going to go from 129430 to London Control 121030, then approach 123980, then final approach 131005, then tower 118305.
Yeah, 250 Osprey.
Wilco 250 Osprey 165.
Swiss 29 Kilo when ready, descend flight level 180, level by S-back. Swiss 29 Kilo when ready, descend flight level 180, level by S-back.
Level 280, level S-back.
26 inbound arrivals.
Good afternoon, Alpha 537 Romeo, heading 145, sorry.
537 Romeo, London Control, hello, climb, flight level 230, is that the final level?
And it looks like they're giving everyone vectors, so there's no holds being used, which is really cool.
Swiss 29 Kilo, it's flight level 180 by S-back.
Level 180 by S.
Like he's giving us like a 5-minute spread.
First fraction 185 X-ray with me.
Jeez.
From crossing Sunwall 350 descending Sunwall 300 level by landboard.
Fraction 185 X-ray, thanks. Route direct to Hemel and descent flight level 250.
Direct to Hemel, descent Sunwall 250, fraction 185 X-ray.
Fraction 185 X-ray, speed of 300 knots, please.
300 knots, fraction 185 X-ray.
Continue, have a hello, climb down, flight level 190.
Flight 190, copy.
Barrig 8756, leave Ockham, heading 070 degrees.
These events are why I always kind of say, if you're new to VATSIM, kind of stay away from them, because they can, if you have a bit of a bad experience or a bit of a wobble, it can put you off entirely. Beautifully warm at the moment, Gary, for us. Not mega hot.
Heading 055.
Heading 055, Osprey 165.
Gonna 27 Whiskey, speed 180 knots or greater. Barrage 8756, descend flight level 70.
Off bank.
Descend to level 70875. Give it 250, speed 220 knots. Channel 45 Foxtrot.
Not tried it yet, Justin. I'm waiting for some more mounts to turn up so I can get them connected up properly. I did step over my flap bit the other day, sliced my leg open on the sharp corner, which wasn't particularly fun. Crikey, that's madness.
Speed was 674, passing 4,900, climbing 6,000.
You can all still hear the ATC at the right volume, can't you? I feel like I've got to check it now.
6,000
all the time.
feet, and can you repeat the heading for us, please?
Heading 140.
Heading 140.
So a wee bit of X's already.
And I'm mid-Delta Victor.
We're 5 Delta Victor, taxi on the point, runway 24, report ready for departure.
While we're here, let's have a quick walk through here.
Give it 250.
This is a beautiful cabin environment. Look at this. With animations, with the bins.
185 X-ray descent flight level 220 level by Hemel.
They've also, I think, some of these.
Descent flight level 200 level.
I thought they've animated something in the seats. Might be wrong.
220, fraction 15 X-ray. Been at 27 whiskey descent about
Blinds.
3,000 feet when established localizer, runway 27 left, come divide.
Amazing. What have we got back here? I've never seen the back actually. I've never explored this far back.
Osprey 165, O navigation Hemel.
Navigation Hemel, Osprey 165.
London Oxford, hello, Samuel 520, climb to 4,000 feet.
Channel 520, London Control, climb now, flight level 150.
Super cool.
Climb now,
Toilet with a window. That's mega.
Golf India Papa, route director, pop top. Give it 250, speed of 180 knots.
Let's get turning.
Fraction 185 X-ray, report speed to London 121.030.
I feel like that should be a window view in its own right, shouldn't it?
674, climb now, flight level 180.
Blueface. No. I think the people that are saying it's been released too soon are being fairly unreasonable. Or they've got a system spec that's just not good enough.
Give it 250, turn left heading 300 degrees.
How cool is this? I really like it, has to be said.
Barrigate 756, 25 miles 27 left.
Flush.
Altitude 4,000 feet to an H1.
Look at that. Poo with a view.
Keep 250 for now.
Let's get half bank off.
3,000 feet when localized were established on 27 left. Jump the glide.
3,000 feet and enter the glide when established on localized 27 left.
Good at 27 whiskey speed 160 knots or greater and contact tower 118.505. 39 Quebec X-ray descent flight level 110. 39 Quebec X-ray descent flight level 110.
Turning flight level 110, AC39 Quebec.
Barricade 756 speed 180 knots.
I don't know what I was doing then. Just press heading select mode again.
674 left heading 090 degrees.
090, with 674.
Osprey 165,
Descend 220, Osprey 165.
Wide Arcade 02, Gatwick 126825.
122825, what am I okay there?
Good afternoon, Rhino 312.
Ding! Seatbelt signs are on.
Rest 3 of my junction point to convert to 250 knots.
I mean, the cabin is really sublime, isn't it? Look at that. And it's so spacious.
Speed to London 121030.
Speed to London 121030. Thanks to the ATC. Great job, Osprey 165s, yeah.
Thank you, Barrigate 756, turn left heading 29.
Just going to set 245.
Golden Control, Hinton, fraction 185 X-ray.
I'm going to arm nav.
Direct Hemel, Mark decimal 6.
What's the issue with the ILS capture and performance?
Fraction 185 X-ray, control today, convector speed to 30.
I mean, it is a bit heavy on performance. It reminds me of the early days of the Phoenix A321. But it's still usable.
Speed 300 and descend flight level 090, fraction 185 X-ray.
Not a control, good day, Osprey 165. Speed 250, descending for 220 at Hemel.
Osprey 165, not control today, 2 flight heading 350 degrees, flight level 210.
Fly heading 350, descend, go again with the altitude please.
Flight level 210.
Flight level 210, thanks Osprey 165. Was it 350, 210?
Tango Romeo, India Papa 190.
direct
We're really pushing the jet now, aren't we? That's what it's all about. Testing it as hard as we can. We've been on the route page a while as well. Performance seems to be holding quite nicely there. And again, my average frame's 48. It's heavy on performance, but I've got a lot going on. Not impossible though.
Something possible to run zero apologies for some reason. Our aircraft wasn't descending for action 105 victory.
That's why we. Descend flight level 90 Osprey 165.
Tango Romeo India Papa, contact London Control 120.025, good day.
120.
Yeah, the ILS people are going, it's broken, but it isn't like anything you've flown before. The closest you can get to probably is the CRJ. 123.980. The thing is, if you capture too far out, it just won't work. But that's why it does an auto nav to nav switch. You can quote unquote capture the approach, but via the kind of FMS mode or heading mode, whatever it is. When it gets closer, it should switch across into the approach mode. But we'll have a look today, depends on how we get vectored. I would imagine we might get quite a long vector in.
Fraction 185 X-ray, turn right, heading 325.
We'll see what happens.
Right heading 325, fraction 185 X-ray.
Osprey 2473, London Control, good day to you, fly heading 010 degrees, and descend flight level 110.
010 and descend to flight level 110, Osprey 2473.
Osprey 165, speed 280 knots, so navigation direct to Welling.
280 knots, direct Welling, Osprey 165.
London Control, speed back, Welling with Victor.
Crikey. Zoom, zoom.
Level by Toby.
Speedbird 4 Lima Victor, London Control, good day to you, speed 250 knots.
Yeah, I think you probably have to explain. Have you followed the steps in my tutorial video, BKG Blueface?
Speedbird 274, speed 250 knots, 4 greater. Speedbird 274, speed 250 knots, 4 greater.
And what approaches have you tried? Have you tried? Trying to think what airports. Because some of them might be just like bad nav data, for example. You're my chief. I appreciate it. Well, keep an eye on what we do today and see if there's any little difference. We'll see how it how it handles as well for this. Who knows? Just recheck the VAV page, that's good. Remember for the go around, VGA 154 is what we're going to aim for if we have to go around and bin off the approach. And that's the only place you're going to find that number. What's our thing? So we'll go for 305 heading, just to sort out a little bit of wind drift. A couple of knots to the left, pushing us right.
Navigation direct to Hotel Oscar.
Home navigation direct to Hotel Oscar November, fraction 815 X-ray.
Osprey 2473, home navigation, Welling, speed 280 knots.
Home navigation, Welling, speed 280, Osprey 2473.
Fantastic ATC again.
London, hello, EG251, speed 250, direct to Hemel.
EG251, London Control, good day to you, descend flight level 2.
Have you tried those in other aircraft, just as a comparison, Blueface?
Descend 120, EG251.
I suppose it doesn't really help because this flies the ILS very differently to an A320 or a 737, but we'll see. We'll see what happens with this, because this is going to be the first time throwing a whole lot of the jet at once. And it'll be interesting to see what it does next. It's armed nav mode, ready to cross well in for that intercept. Okay, 4 degrees. 303, that'll do. Half bank is off. 14,000. Overhead looks good. That's all set. Seatbelt signs are on. No PEDs. Automatic. It's illuminated in the cabin though. So we're looking for like a 7-mile final, but we might get a little bit further out than that. And again, we're waiting for that kind of blue illumination down here, so we can see that it's picking up the ILS. Hasn't quite switched yet though. 1101 is what we're looking out for on the nav 1 green when we get in range. Okay, nav FMS 1 green. So we're back in LNAV mode. Keep that turned in line. Report speed to 123980 radar Osprey 165. Thanks to the ATC, good day.
Osprey 2473 descent. Degrees, speed 2220 knots for Chenix 1158.
Birmingham radar, good afternoon. Osprey 165. Got ATIS information Lima, and we're speed 280 knots, currently through 120, descending level 90, inbound Pufax.
Fraction 185 X-ray Birmingham radar, hello, fly heading 310 degrees.
310 degrees.
Okay, lock 1 green. 325, that's the correct course.
Fraction Osprey 165. Osprey 165, is that you checking in as well?
AFM.
Osprey 165, roger, be vectors for an ILS approach runway 33.
Roger, vectors ILS 33, Osprey 165. So we've been told to maintain 280 knots, so even though we're going to drop below 10,000 feet, we're going to have to keep 280 knots.
Radar, good afternoon, Osprey 2473, speed
click, click.
280. Osprey 2473, Birmingham radar, hello, vectors for an ILS approach runway 33.
Lovely job. Because we've got the wing control panel, I could in theory just do the vectors from here. Love it.
Connect 1158, contact director, call sign OB 131-005.
Actually, that's a point. What are we on now? 121.
Over to 1231005.
123980, so 131005
Goodbye,
next.
fraction 185 X-ray, turn left heading 300.
131.
Left heading 300, fraction 185 X-ray.
005, that's our next controller frequency, ready to go. Back to the cabin views. Keep smashing that like button, folks. If you're sat in the background, chilling out, watching, hit subscribe, join us in the live chat as we make our final approach to Sector 2 of 2 into Birmingham Airport for Midsummer Madness 20 with VATSIM UK.
Fraction 185 X-ray, descent flight level 70.
With the Synaptic A220, it's doing really, really well. I'm properly enjoying this aeroplane. It's pure brilliance. If they can smash improvements to the performance, maybe add an extra 10 frames per second, then it'd just be brilliant. And maybe a little bit of the way that LNAV handles, because into Jersey it had a bit of a wobble.
Osprey 2473, speed 270 knots.
Looks like we're level at 9 now.
Osprey 2473.
Big thank you as always to our air traffic controllers as well. Great event. 20th anniversary.
Fraction
So they've been doing this every year for 20 years. Brilliant. Probably the longest running on VATSIM UK. Event-wise.
QNH1020, fraction 1 X-ray.
Fraction 185 X-ray, speed 250 knots or greater.
250 or greater, fraction 1 X-ray.
Yeah, this is as a little reminder as well. It's available on the MSFS marketplace only at the moment, which is a bit pants, but they will eventually bring it out on inibuilds.
Osprey 165, descend flight level 70.
Descend level 70, Osprey 165.
Osprey 2473, descend flight level 80.
80 for Osprey 2473.
Birmingham radar, hello, EG251, descending to...
Yeah, you'll be able to then transfer
direct to Kufax.
your
EG251, Birmingham radar, good afternoon, vectors ILS, runway 33.
purchase in the marketplace into the inibuild store.
33, EG251.
So when it does launch, you can move it across and get those updates faster in due course. This wing effect, by the way, this is TriSim's GFX. Probably one of the best add-ons I've paid for in the sim. It's about 12 or 14 quid. And it enhances a lot, a hell of a lot, certainly around the clouds, the way they interact around the wings. Really good. I know what we can try. I have... Hopefully it doesn't break the jet. It's probably going to flash, it did last time.
240, fraction 1 X-ray.
No, good. So I'm going to try flight control replay version 6
Fraction 185 X-ray, descend altitude 3,000 feet.
for the first time ever.
Descend 3,000, fraction 185 X-ray.
Osprey 165, turn right, heading 320 degrees.
Right, 320 degrees, and do you still want speed 275? Osprey 165.
Osprey 165, 8.
Okay. 320 degrees. Oh, amazing. We're getting a fly past transition over the airfield. How cool is this? Great, effort MPS. There's Birmingham below.
Fraction 185 X-ray.
It was 320, wasn't it? It told us.
Turn left, heading 170 degrees.
So potentially we've got...
Speed 220 knots, left turn 170, fraction 185 X-ray.
Down below, there's a little Gulf Stream somewhere that's about to hit the ILS.
EG743 Delta Birmingham radar on frequency.
Look at that! What a great entry into the approach. Well, there it is. If only I had a keybind for tower view, it'd be great right now.
EG251, reduce speed 270 knots.
Speed 270, EG251.
Fraction 185 X-ray, contact director, call sign only 131005. Goodbye.
131.005, cheers, fraction 185 X-ray.
Osprey 2473, descend flight level 70.
Descend flight level 70, Osprey 2473.
And departure, hello,
Right, I'm now recording on flight control replay, which instantly makes it do that weird bit of behaviour there.
EG743 Delta Birmingham radar, hello.
V-pilot, welcome.
Now, flight level 80.
Morning to you, hope you're well.
I'm now 82.
430.
Broadway 165, turn left, heading 245.
MPS, good effort, mate.
Broadway 165, turn left, heading 245. Easy 743 Delta, contact Scottish, 133.2, goodbye.
133.
Who the hell's Broadway?
330. Alright.
Broadway 165, correction, Osprey 165, Birmingham.
Go ahead.
Osprey 165, turn left, heading 240 degrees.
Left 240, sorry, I didn't realise that was for me, Osprey 165.
No, sorry, my bad. Osprey 2473, turn right, heading 355.
Right, 355, Osprey 2473.
Osprey 165, descend altitude at 3,000 feet, the QNH is 1020, speed 250 knots.
Descend 3000, QNH 1020, speed 250, Osprey 165. Let's go vertical speed mode. And we'll do 1,000 foot per minute.
Osprey 2473, turn right, heading 360 degrees.
Be a bit sneaky.
360, Osprey 2473.
Yeah,
Osprey
1.0.3.
165, turn left, heading 160 degrees.
Left 160, Osprey 165. Look at how much we're throwing at the jet. It's doing really well. He's taken us now vectors to Grove, look, so we're effectively now entering a left downwind for runway 33. And to Birmingham. I'm going to go routes. I'm just going to keep an eye on this because we're going to neaten that up in a moment. Overhead panel, lights, signs, all set as required. That's all good. And the performance page, flaps 4.
And were you asking for a straight in approach?
Correct. Arrival page, there we go. So VGA 153 for a go around there.
So you're currently number 4 in train. So I can't do a straight in approach, but I can probably expedite it slightly, but a straight in approach is unavailable, I'm afraid. Osprey 165, speed 220 knots.
Speed 220, Osprey 165.
Osprey 2473, descend altitude 4,000 feet, speed 250 knots.
Speed brake.
4,000, speed 250, Osprey 2473.
Got to find a little detent there for full.
Right, heading 360 degrees.
Right, heading 360, easy 251.
There's Birmingham in the distance.
251, descend flight level 80.
80, easy 251.
Just going to bring that down to 1,200 feet per minute. It's going to help our deceleration. But we're winning the energy battle here. We've got fin approach 113105005 ready to go. That's good.
Left, heading 310 degrees.
Left 310, Osprey 2473.
Easy 251, speed 250.
Block 1 is blue and armed, 110.1.
Easy 251.
So we're going to intercept past Grove.
3 Mike Yankee, turn right, heading 310 degrees.
Someone under there somewhere. Want to go. Just going to bring that down to 800.
Contact director, call sign only 131.005. Goodbye.
Director, call sign only 131.005 for Osprey 165. Thanks, ATC. Great job. See ya.
Right. Cheers. Goodbye. Osprey 1.
Local radar, good afternoon, Osprey 165. Lap 1.
165. Good director, hello, turn left heading 150 degrees.
Hello, left 150, Osprey 165. So 150, 3000, approach is on 131.005. Towers next, 118.305.
Correction 185 X-ray, confirm localizer capture.
From we just captured the localizer, fraction 185 X-ray.
305.
Fraction 185 X-ray, thank you.
Altitude capture.
Tower, call sign only 118.305.
Set.
118.305, no speed restrictions, fraction 185 X-ray, cheers.
So the only thing we're going to have to do is neaten the box up now to go direct to CF33. But I'll do that now. Why not? but we're going to stay on heading select mode. So we're just neating it up the box. Back to the performance page, arrival tab, flap 4 as the reminder for the approach. UNH1020, that's set as well on the standby instruments. Tower frequency set and armed, 3150, speeds 212. And we're flap 1 deployed at the moment.
Osprey 2473.
Osprey 2473, Birmingham, radar, hello, turn left heading 150 degrees.
150, 2473.
Osprey 165, turn left heading 075, descend to 2000 feet.
Left 075, descend 2000, Osprey 165. There's the shadow. Flap 2. Oh, cheeky. Because we can't do flap 2 just yet. We're right on the edge of an overspeed.
2500.
Speed 180, Osprey 165. See how slippy this is? I'm making all these little mistakes as well, but that's okay. Okay, now flap 2. Right on the edge though. Alt capture. Down to 180. We're winning the battle again. We flap 3 speed. Yeah, absolutely, Justin. Agreed, mate. Agreed. So speed's 180. We're at flap 3 speed. The nose is currently 2.5, 3 degrees nose up, so that's fine. We shall leave it as it is. So I'm not going to press nav source again.
Osprey 165, turn left heading 010 degrees, close approach runway 33.
Left 010, cleared approach 33, Osprey 165. Okay. Left 010, 180, 2000 set on the box, approach mode armed. Approach FMS1's active. Sitting there armed, ready to go. And that CAS says that little status warning is gone. Missed approach, climb straight ahead to 3000 then as directed, so it's a super easy place to do a go around.
Osprey 2473, turn left heading 075.
075, Osprey 2473.
Did you notice there, look, it hasn't captured. So I'm just going to switch to nav source. Approach mode's armed.
Osprey 165, confirm my class of capture.
Negative, the aircraft's just overshot.
Osprey 165, roger, let me know if you want to go around.
Osprey 165, we just captured ILS 33. So there's the difference, look.
Thank you, no speed restriction, contact the tower, course only 118.305, thanks for flying, goodbye.
Over to tower 118.305, thanks ATC, great job Osprey 165, see ya. 4313E7.
EG251, direct to hello to left heading 140 degrees.
That's 4 green.
Left 140, EG251.
Osprey.
Ground 121805. Missed approach to 3 set. Birmingham Tower, good afternoon. Osprey 165's established short final 33 to land.
Osprey 165, Birmingham Tower, good afternoon. Continues 1 ahead.
Continue 1 ahead, Osprey 165.
Osprey 165, runway 33, surface wind 30 degrees, 8 knots.
We're winning. 33, cleared land, Osprey 165. Air control. Resync the heading bug.
500. Eurowing 7 kilo Yankee, contact London now 121.030 below. 121.030,
Water brake low. I knew I'd forgot something.
300.
Lufthansa 8, Charlie Tango behind the arriving Osprey A220, line up runway 33 behind.
Approaching minimums.
Lufthansa 8, Charlie Tango behind, mention traffic line up runway 33 behind.
Looking ahead.
100. 50. 30. 20.
A little bit back.
10.
Touchdown. A little bit of a ski jump here at Birmingham. Water brake low. Reverses green. We got there. Minimum runway occupancy, so I'm just keeping an eye on this now. Manual brakes. 60 knots, reverse idle. While we're looking this way, let's get the APU started. Oh, tiller. Go flaps up. So yeah, we were quite compressed there on final approach, and I thought if I don't get it stabilised in a moment, I'm going to get go around.
Lufthansa 8, Charlie Tango, runway 33, surface wind 300
But
8 knots, clear for
we just changed that nav source mode, gave it another intercept track, and it established. No drama. But it does, basically I think the issue is it doesn't always auto switch the nav to nav. That's the bit that's a little bit unreliable, which is why on my tutorial series I basically say press that nav source or switch and you know that it's going to work every time.
Osprey 165, continue taxi Alpha 6, contact ground 121.805, bye bye.
Continue Alpha 6 and over to ground 121.805, thanks ATC, Osprey 165's yeah. Let's change that stab trim. Back to the green band. Strobes off. And then down to the hold at Alpha 6.
Osprey 2473, runway 33, surface wind 300 degrees, 8 knots, cleared to land.
Charts.
Clear to land, Osprey 2473.
There's two, I saw that, nice. Drone cam, yeah, we need to get FSLTL out of the A220s, don't we? We need to get it on New Sky first.
Lufthansa 8, Charlie Tango, contact London 121.030, bye bye.
London 121.030, Lufthansa 8, Charlie Tango, thank you very much, goodbye.
Yeah, what do you guys think then? 2 sectors. Is it a thumbs up from the crowd or a thumbs down for the product, the A220? What do you reckon?
BD for Tango Foxtrot, thank you. taxi initially Yankee 1.
6, it's just here.
Yankee 1, Fox Tango.
Birmingham ground, good afternoon. Osprey 165's on Alpha to hold Alpha 6.
Osprey 165 Birmingham, hello. Taxi to stand 55 left, please, via Delta and Victor.
Hello, taxi stand 55 left via Delta and Victor, Osprey 165. Good, touchdown. Wallop, there he is. Good. Let's give you that external roar, shall we?
Nordic 25 Echo, after the EGJJ stuff behind you, push and start. Another 25 Echo, yeah, Roger, if you can, face west.
I have got Flight Control Replay version 6 installed, which is brand spanking new, and we can do a replay of it and see what it is capable of if you want. Justin, great to hear, matey. Yeah, super late for you guys in Australia. Have a great night, mate. Good effort today, good flying. Glad you've enjoyed it.
84 Tango Foxtrot, thank you. Continue taxi now, Sierra 1, runway 33 via Sierra.
Continue Sierra 1, runway 33 via Sierra.
Ah, chuffing neck. Does my head in that map. You want to be able to click and pan.
Birmingham ground, Osprey 2473 on Alpha.
Osprey 2473, hello.
55 left, there we go. It's just easier, isn't it? Swiss port for us.
Correction, it was Osprey 2473.
Yeah, Osprey 2473, thank you. Just trying to see where I can put you.
Next to me.
Stand 58, please, via Tango and Victor.
Stand 58 by Tango and Victor, Osprey 2473.
55 left is pretty close, actually.
Lufthansa 122, contact the tower 118.305, bye-bye.
Contact tower 118.305, system number 1, goodbye.
Yeah.
84 Tango Foxtrot, contact the tower 118.305, bye-bye.
Taxi lights off. There's an Osprey.
Grand hello, easy 146 down 12, ready push and start.
Let's grab that speed down.
Easy 146, good afternoon. My push and start is approved. QNH 1020.
1020, push and start approved, easy 146.
What the chuffing heck?
Airlift 13 uniform. Roger.
He's had some sort of weird thing with his either GSX or something that's pinged him. Slingshotted him forwards or something bizarre.
Target 67 Tango. Push and start is approved, face west.
Lovely job. It's done it again, look. Let me just take a screenshot of that. Oh.
Osprey 2473, looks like someone's just taken your stand, not a problem.
Feed it in.
Continue taxi Tango and then
to
stand
Discord Synaptic bug thing.
Continue taxi and then change the stand 60 for Osprey 2473. No worries, going to have.
Yeah, busy again.
Interestingly though, if you go menu, FMS, it comes back on. So it's not like it stops your flight. Beacon off, and then we can disembark. In fact, let's flight control a replay.
Nordic 25 Echo, thank you. Taxi Sierra 1, runway 33 via Echo and Sierra.
That's ominous.
Sierra 1 via Echo Sierra, Nordic 25 Echo.
Right, let's disconnect and fire a replay up, shall we? And Ground Osprey 165 is all parked. Thanks for the ATC. We're going to log off. Have a great day.
165, thanks flying Birmingham. Enjoy the rest of your time. Bye.
Cheers. Let's disconnect from the network because we've got flight control replay 6. You'll notice all the sound has stopped, which is a bit weird. That threw me off a little bit. I'm going to hit play and I'm going to see what it does. Wow, we're back in. Just going to sort itself out. Just check the flight deck. So, looks like we're going to have those status pages working. Beacon lights, strobes, doesn't reflect any of those. It's not really reading the flaps either, is it? Because we were flap 1 at this point, I believe. Actually, no, we were flap 0 at this point. Pause it. Oh, I didn't notice we'd fly over that little... What is that airfield? Oh, this is us trying to establish. Now, this is the replay thing where it's just like not really wanting to work. So we'll set flap 4. But gives you the idea of the replay anyway. Ian, epic. You just want to mug. Nice. I wonder if I can solve this. We're just guessing at this point, but it's fine. I want to show you guys the replay regardless. The replay mods always seem to make a mess of jets. The next big event, by the way, folks, is going to be Cross Africa on the 29th of August. Full ATC across all of Africa. Booking is now open. There's a massive giveaway part of that as well, including products from inibuilds, FS2 crew, and the chance to win Phoenix Airbus airplane products. So you've got to book your slots, earlier the better. Lots of Osprey Airways pilots I hope to see, and flying all around Africa. And then you fill out another form, which gives you access to the giveaway, and they'll then cross-check against who's entered versus who has flown with your call signs, so that the right people, you can only win basically if you fly in the event. Touchdown, a little bit of wing flex. It's not going to give us reverse thrust and things, unfortunately, because it's a balked replay mod, but that's okay. That's why it's giving us like reverse and fail. What about fly past? Isn't going to cut it, is it? So we're going to go chuffing egg. What have I just clicked? Replay. Bosh. Oh, look at that for a touchdown! Super smooth. Yeah, I'm very happy with that. That's good. I mean, what a great aircraft as well. I've had a great time now. That's sort of Sector 6 that I've done ever with this aeroplane. I've done some circuits for the go around video. I did a couple of circuits with that before filming the thing, just to see how that worked. And interestingly, the behaviour of the circuit, if you do a missed approach in the air still, then follow my tutorial. And I mentioned the quirks. If you do a touch and go, you have to do it manually, and then when you get back airborne, arm, flight level change, and various modes yourself. And that way, you kind of there's some quirks to get your head around. But team, that is everything for today's live stream. I hope you've enjoyed the 2 sectors. The controllers have been absolutely superb. As to be expected. If any of you are watching, a massive thank you to all of you for Midsummer Madness 20 here at Birmingham. I hope you've enjoyed us taking part. The Synaptic Simulations A220, if you haven't got your hands on it yet, is a marketplace exclusive launch. You can only get it on the Microsoft Flight Simulator Marketplace at the moment. But this update that we've flown today, version 1.0.3, I hadn't realised that it was an update, but that will be available on Tuesday. For those of you with the marketplace account, so you can get all of that sorted out. But yeah, really great aircraft, and I've had a great couple of hours flying Jersey and back with you all. Thank you to everyone who's hit the like button so far for today. Great to see lots of you enjoying it and taking part in the live chat naturally. Is the price worth it, Depod Dolphin? Looks more like a 40 quid aircraft to me, but that might just be me. I think it's worth it. What do you guys all think? Ian, drop us a DM, mate. Let us know what mug you want. We'll sort it out. And enjoy the weekend, wherever you are in the world and whatever you might be doing. I'm off to go and fire up the barbecue for a little barbie, and then I'll be on dog watch as Indy recovers from her spay. She's doing really well, bless her. Although she's now got an ear infection. There's always something. Yeah, have a great week ahead, team. Thank you for flying along, and I'll be checking the VATSIM scopes tomorrow to clock hopefully a couple more Osprey pilots flying into and out of Birmingham for the final day of this 2-day event. But thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Take care.